anything I can recycle, have you?
How do you make money for nothing?
Wow, look at that.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
Well, don't get rid of it too quickly. This stuff looks amazing.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate maker, buyer and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
Don't know what to say.
Did you drag it here behind the truck?
She can transform her finds into desirable...
It's enormous.
Valuable...
Isn't that fantastic?
and hopefully saleable items.
It's just giving me goosebumps.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Thank you very much. Marvellous.
Today, Sarah is in Surrey at the Whitley Recycling Centre, where she's on the hunt for 3 items she can transform from trash to cash. It's a tough task, but she's done it before, and I'm sure she'll do it again. So, how do you like them apples?
Well, I'm not too keen on the bushes and the grass trimmings, but I know fabulous things will come in here today. All I've got to do is get them from there before they get in there.
She's been given special permission to roam the recycling centre, and for her, a day at the dump is like a trip to a chic boutique. There's nothing that could make her happier. She's got a smile like a crocodile.
Get down here with your rubbish. Make it snappy.
Will the junk in James's trunk keep Sarah grinning?
Stop, stop, stop. They're all beautifully cut up. What's going on?
Well, it wouldn't go in the boot in random lengths, so I did actually cut it up all the same length.
It's new floor time, is it?
Indeed, it's going down as we speak.
How old is it? Do you know what age the house
1926, house was built.
is? Right.
I've lived there 30 years and thought we ought to have a change.
Fantastic. Well, it's my lucky day that you've done it today. Would you mind if I took it rather than it
No.
goes in there?
Where would you like me to put it?
I think I'll go and grab a trolley
Okay.
and get it loaded up.
Okay.
I've had things like this before, and I know, it's just limitless. It's
Yeah.
lovely timber. The old stuff is
dry.
normally grown longer and slower, and it's not quite like the modern
Yeah.
timber, so it's quality stuff. Even though it looks like this,
Yeah.
it's going to be lovely.
Super.
Sarah's not the only one smiling now. James is happy the wood's not going to waste.
When you finished it, I should go, why did I think of that?
Okay, well, I'm taking that as a challenge.
OK.
Thanks so much.
Lovely to meet you.
And you.
Bye-bye.
What does James think Sarah could make?
You could make a raft, but I'm sure it'd be more exotic than that. I'm full of hope for it. It'd be really nice.
Well, every day I hope that something turns up like this. A whole trolley full of fantastic raw materials with just heaps of potential. I reckon there's something lovely to be made out of this lot.
Sarah knows just the fellas to help her turn potential into profit. This is Josh, and this is his best mate, Ollie. Together, they've forged a name for themselves as designer makers with an eye for quirky cool.
When Sarah turns up with whatever she's managed to find at the tip, it's like problem solving. So you're faced with a problem and you've got to then turn that into a product. And it's really good. It's difficult and challenging, but it's a good process, isn't it?
Yeah, makes us think of new ideas that we wouldn't have otherwise thought of.
Better get your thinking caps at the ready, boys. Sarah's got a treat for you. Sarah's first item is in the bag, but there's still 2 to find. At the tip, the trash ranges from a hefty to the humble.
Look at who's in the passenger seat up here.
And it's not just the trash. You meet all kinds of creatures here, both great and small. Here's hoping Claire's got something great for Sarah.
Hello, hello. Hi there.
Hello.
Is that going in there?
Well, it's going in the wooden one.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. May I have a look at it? Is it a trolley?
It's just an old, it's just an old trolley, which I haven't got any use for anymore, sadly.
It's really quite cool. Have you had it a long time?
Golly, I grew up with it. I remember it, well, it was in the TV room as I was a child. So it's, Mum and Dad have downsized, so I've got quite a big job of sort of clearing all the clutter.
I hear that story a lot. I hear it.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely like the cut of their jib. That is such a great retro style.
Right.
This little drinks trolley is in the Danish modern style, which was very popular in the 60s and 70s. Danish modern furniture is known for its crisp, clean lines and quality craftsmanship.
About 5 years ago, people weren't quite ready for this kind of retro look, but now they are gathering it up as fast as they can. So I would love to take this and see if I can find a new home for it. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sooner than put it in the skip. I'd be interested to see what you could do with it, but yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that's fantastic. I shall gather that up. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Is Claire happy to see Sarah toddle off with her trolley?
Well, I'm delighted that she thinks she can do something with it. Glad that it won't go to waste and it's not on the skip. I was rather fond of it. I grew up with it, so if she can do something with it, I would be delighted.
I think that this could be updated, it could be painted, we can pretty much do what we like to this, but there's money to be made here because this retro styling is just what people are after.
Let's meet the maker Sarah's chosen for this item. Daniel Heath has a passion for all things salvaged and sustainable. He's an award-winning fabric and wallpaper designer who loves adding artistic flair to bespoke furniture pieces.
I like the challenge of working with salvage material. You've got a material that you can give a second life to, and it's got a history that's built into that. And you're making it have some new character and then putting it back out there again. So that's extremely satisfying.
Let's hope Daniel doesn't think Sarah's off her trolley when she shows him this. Sarah's got dump discoveries for Josh and Ollie and Dan, but now she needs to find an item she can work on. Is there potential loot in Barry's boot?
Hi there. You dropping off anything exciting?
Well, I don't know about that. My brother used to do photo developing years ago and dumped it at my house, so I was about to dump it here.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Looks quite cool, doesn't it? No, well, is it just me? It's just
for you,
me, isn't
maybe,
it?
not for me. It's junk as far as I'm concerned.
So that was nice of him to leave it with you. How long have you had it?
Found it in the loft.
Right.
This is a light projector used for enlarging photos. It was made by Zenit, a Russian manufacturer who throughout the Soviet era exported cameras and equipment to the UK. They were popular due to their quality and durability.
Is that something that, rather than throwing it away, I could take away and have a little play with and see if I can develop anything with it?
You can do whatever you want.
Really?
And if it's no use, you can throw it away for me.
Fantastic. Well, it would be great to come back and find you and show you if I can do something with it.
Okay.
Would that be all right?
That'd be fine, yeah.
Thank you so
Don't
much.
drop it.
Oh, no.
Thanks, sir.
Precious cargo. Have a lovely day.
Right, bye-bye.
Any ideas, Barry, as to what Sarah might transform your trash into?
I have no idea.
OK, well, answer me this. What do you think attracted Sarah to it?
I have no idea why she would want it and what she's going to do with it.
All right, OK. What about making some money? Will Sarah be able to turn a profit from it?
I have no idea. Haven't got a clue.
Oh, yeah, all right, let's just move on.
I love it when a little box of tricks like this turns up. I mean, there's so many pieces in here, and it's got some lovely industrial-looking detail to it. Loads of different bits and pieces. Got to be able to come up with a bright idea about what to do with it. Just have to see what develops.
Sarah has saved 3 items from the skip. Josh and Ollie will take on the floorboards. Daniel will work his makeover magic on the trolley. And the photography equipment is for Sarah to transform.
Well, we've had a top day here, and I reckon I've got some real gems out of the rubbish. But now I've got my work cut out. I've got to turn all of that lot into a load of hard cash.
This is Chichester in West Sussex. It's known for its quiet country charm and grand, imposing architecture. It's also got a vibrant music, film and art scene. It's home to my favourite bearded boy wonders, Josh and Ollie. Hold on a minute, Ollie's here, but where's Josh? Oh, right, now stop your showing off and get back to... Whoa! Did you see that? He's so cool. Yay! I wonder what this dynamic duo's reaction will be to Sarah's latest tip treasure.
Sarah always brings us something a bit random, but we like kind of working out how we can turn it into something desirable.
Good luck with this one.
Hi, guys. I've been shopping at the tip. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Looks cool.
Yeah? So, obviously, you know what they are, but they've got slight problem on the back.
Oh.
Isn't that horrible?
If you've been shopping, Sarah, I hope you've kept the receipt, as these may have to go back. On closer inspection, the floorboards are more damaged than Sarah first thought, and the majority are covered in tar.
The tar on the back might be a bit of an issue. It would take a lot of time
to scrape off.
They're pretty smashed up, but I think once we get past that, you know, they've got so much character from all this black and plaster and paint on there. I think they'll be really nice boards when they're finished up.
Ah, Josh, that's the positive, can-do attitude that keeps us coming back.
So what are we going to do with all of these?
I reckon maybe a dining table or something like that.
OK. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, there's so much material here. There's heaps of it.
They'll make, like, a really nice top out of it all. Kind of like mosaic-y.
Yeah, kind of like a herringbone diamond pattern kind of thing.
Yeah, some kind of like...
Geometric.
Parquet kind of pattern on the top.
Sounds bang on, doesn't it? I mean, that I can see immediately this sort of lovely chevron-y thing going on.
Yeah, to do the top, we would cut plywood top.
Yeah.
And then arrange all of this however we want to do it, and then put like a lip around it, so it could be as long as a board of ply.
Okay, so that's the full sheet, is it, that one?
2.4 metres, yeah.
That would be huge, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that would be great.
A big boy.
There's big plans being hatched here. Sarah and the boys have agreed a budget of £1,100. It's a hefty price tag, and for it, Sarah's demanding a high-end designer dining table that will appeal to buyers looking for luxury.
To see what we've got here now, which is basically on the edge of unsalvageable because of the state of it, if you can transform it into something that, you know, people want to touch, rub their hands all over and sit at, then that's going to be a real achievement. And I don't envy you trying to convert that into high-end luxury, but good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking it on, and I can't wait to see it. I know it's going to be amazing. Get to it. Get to it.
That's it, boys. She's cracking the whip.
They have got a really clear vision of what they want to create, but they are going to have their work cut out if they're going to transform that rubbish into something really high-end.
It's a big job with a big price tag. £1,100. This parquet floor-style dining table will need to be spectacular if Sarah's going to make a profit from it. The sun is shining on East London. Over the last decade, the East End has undergone a transformation. Once synonymous with Cockney geezers and pearly kings, it's now home to young, hip and happening designers like Daniel. Daniel thrives on a challenge, and Sarah's brought him everything from slabs of stone to rusty metal. But what will he make of this trolley? Tough to transform or easy peasy?
Sarah's on her way. As ever, excited about what bounty she will bring to me today. I hope it's a little bit easy because some of the things we've done recently have been challenging. Hello, how you doing?
I'm really well, how are you?
I'm all right, yeah.
Check this out then.
OK.
Little teak tea trolley. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah,
Comes off.
OK.
In fact,
yeah, that's...
I think it's been used with that upside down for its entire history because it looks to me like it should go that way up.
Oh, yeah.
Which is now created a brand new trolley.
There you go, Daniel, me old mate. Easiest transformation ever. Sorry, fella, job's not done yet.
Do you fancy it then? Because I thought it was quite a cool piece of design.
Yeah, this is really, really flat and unspoiled, so fairly easy to work on, hopefully.
Do you think you could print on that, Dan?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a good piece, and I think, yeah, we'd want to keep it functioning as it is. I don't think it's worth changing its use. But I think, yeah, changing the wheels, because they're really plasticky, and we could do something a bit fancier, I reckon.
So Daniel's aiming for a bit of fancification on this one by printing one of his original designs onto the trolley top surface. Sarah thinks the retro style of the trolley is bang on trend, and with Daniel's makeover magic, it could be a real money maker.
So a quick zhuzh up, put a figure on that then.
So I think we can probably zhoosh it up for about 100 quid.
Great. I think that is appropriate kind of price tag for it because the most stylish trolley in the world, it is what it is, isn't it?
Still going to be a trolley.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great.
OK.
Give us a shout when it's ready.
Great, will do.
I always get excited about the prospect of quick zhushing up. But what about Daniel?
I'm really, really pleased with this. She's bought me just a really simple piece, and it could be a lot fresher and nicer when it comes out of here, so that'd be good.
The plan of action is a quick and easy style upgrade for £100. I'm not sure Daniel does quick and easy, though. From the urban streets of Walthamstow to the quiet countryside of Sussex. Sarah's dropped off the floorboards and the trolley, and now back at home she can get cracking with her own item.
Come on then.
The Russian-made photography kit. On hand to offer assistance is Bramble.
This way. I think this is really quite a cool thing, and I'd really like to see what it looks like together. Have a little play with it, because who knows, it might even inspire what we do with it.
The equipment may have come from Russia, but it's been lacking in love in recent years. The name's Moore. Sarah Moore, licensed to drill.
Never seen anything like this before.
The kits were very popular in the 60s and 70s, meaning second-hand ones can be found online for around the £30 mark. Sarah's hoping to up her profit margin, so what's she thinking to create with this? A wristwatch with hidden laser beam? An umbrella come rocket launcher? Oh, I know, an attaché case / jetpack.
What I'd really like to do is use some of these lovely, strong, stylish components to make a sweet bit of lighting.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing.
So I've actually found an old clamp that I'm thinking might be a useful addition to take some of these bits and turn it into a much more delicate piece of lighting. But I'd like to use as much of this stuff as possible.
So a light it is, using bits and bobs from the photography equipment and the clamp to create a table lamp. Obviously the jetpack would have been better, but hey-ho.
It's covered in this really sticky stuff, which I think is the foam that has deteriorated from the packaging. Really needs a clean.
That's the type of thing Bramble could be helping with. Where's she got to? Oh, it's a dog's life, all right. If you're planning on upcycling an item into a lamp, bear in mind it will need to comply with United Kingdom regulations on electrical safety.
I think that can go in there.
Which is why Sarah will have the wiring replaced and an on-off switch fitted by a qualified electrician.
This is a bit like a technical jigsaw puzzle because I feel like I've got all the components here to make something really lovely, a simple piece of classic lighting. It's just going to be working out which order to put them together in to make the most effective piece of lighting. That could be it.
Sarah already had the clamp she's using as a base sitting in the shed. She's bought a new flex, switch and bulb, the cost of which, added to the expense of an electrician, will give Sarah a total spend of £40.50p. That's a pretty penny. Let's hope she can turn a profit on it. In West Sussex at Josh and Ollie's workshop. The boys are getting down to business, transforming the floorboards into a grand dining table. This piece of plywood will be the base layer which the floorboards will be placed onto. But first, it needs cut to size. The lads want the table to be big. But how big?
600 per person in length.
But then, if we're doing how many person table are we going to make?
Well, it's going to be like 10-seater, wasn't it? So 6. Oh.
But this length, you'd get 4 people either side, wouldn't you?
So it's at least an 8-seater. Oh no. Oh no. 10-seater.
10, yeah.
Yeah. I think we go for that.
Phew, I'm glad that's been decided. Josh and Ollie's plan is to cut up the floorboards and use them to create a geometric pattern on the tabletop. They've divvied up the workload. Josh will be in charge of cutting the timber to size, while Ollie works on the design.
We just want to do something that's a bit interesting and a bit different that hasn't been seen before.
The tabletop design is inspired by Parquet flooring. This is an interlinked mosaic of wood placed in a symmetrical pattern. Ollie's adding his own twist to it.
I just like the idea of, rather than just having like a flat pattern like a floor, it has something a bit more interesting going on with it. So that's why I was just including this kind of diamond shape.
With the tabletop cut to size, Ollie is meticulously transferring his intricate design onto the surface. Any mistake with the angles will cause serious problems, so Ollie's using a protractor to get this right. Josh is cutting the floorboards to the required width for Ollie's design, 100mm, using the table saw.
Hopefully, they're all going to be the same. So when we line out our pattern on the table, they should all, like, meet up nicely.
Hopefully. Should. I'm getting a bit worried here, Josh.
So I've plotted out the design.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, that looks really cool.
So I guess we get started with these ones then?
Yeah.
That's annoying. I've measured 10mm, 100mm that on the straight and not on there. All slightly off.
Uh-oh. Ollie's made a mistake on his angle measurements, meaning the space for the floorboards is just a teeny tiny bit narrow. Oh, Ollie, it happens to the best of us.
OK. Are they all like that?
Yeah. That's okay. I just have to draw it out again.
You're going to need a bigger rubber than that, Ollie. At Daniel's workshop in East London, he's busy dismantling Sarah's tip treasure trolley. They agreed that all this little number needed was a quick zhuzhing up.
It's just not glamorous enough. This little trolley needs to be like a little jewel.
Daniel's plan to add a little glam is to screen print one of his own designs onto the trolley top. In order to achieve a good quality print, though, it needs to be perfectly flat.
Because I want to print on this surface, I'm going to see if I can tap these edges off without damaging the piece.
Daniel's doing this job on a tight budget. He wants it quick and easy. So he better be careful not to damage the... Oh, Daniel.
Not a big problem, provided this front edge comes off in one piece. I can then glue it back together, sand it down and restore it.
This will require a firm yet delicate touch. First time.
That was good.
To prime the surface for the print, Daniel is sanding off the varnish to expose the grain of the wood.
It's coming up really, really nicely.
So nicely, in fact, that Daniel has decided to sand down all the parts of the trolley so that he can apply a new stain to it. This zhuzhing up doesn't seem to be so quick after all.
I'm using quite a traditional wood finish. So it just brings out the grain, protects it as well. It gives it that really, really kind of rich finish to the wood.
Daniel is using Danish oil to protect and colour the wood. This method will require multiple coats to achieve the desired finish. It seems Daniel just doesn't do quick and easy. Time now for the jewel in the crown, Daniel's print. He's hoping this will give the trolley the glamour it's crying out for.
I'm hoping it will take well to the wood. I've sanded the wood so it's ready to take the ink. I think when you're working with salvage, you're always going to get some element of unpredictability.
Don't worry, if it goes wrong, you can always wait for it to dry, sand it down and try again. Quick and easy, eh, Daniel? It's all go, go, go with our artisans. But has Sarah got to grips with her photography kit to table lamp transformation?
Well, I think that is basically what I need to go for. I think I've harnessed the style and know what I'm aiming at, but I think we could be onto something.
Does Sarah still have that golden touch? Will we be shaken and stirred by her table lamp? Let's find out. Here it is, for your eyes only. It's a classic piece of Sarah styling, mixing parts of the photography kit with the freestanding clamp to create an industrial chic retro table lamp. It has a modern urban look with a touch of vintage va-va-voom. Sarah employed a qualified electrician to change the cable flex and add an on-off switch, making sure it was certified safe to sell. Some people say you only live once. In the case of this Russian photo kit, perhaps you only live twice is more apt.
Well, that is definitely from Russia with love now. I've added a silk-covered flex, a nice Russian-looking inline switch, and I think altogether, kind of works.
Barry was about to sling his brother's old photography equipment in the skip before Sarah stepped in.
My brother used to photo developing years ago and dumped it in my house, so I was about to dump it here.
It was saved just in the nick of time. Wheeler dealer that she is, Sarah sold it to London-based antique shop Joseph Berry Interiors in Surbiton. Now Sarah is in Godalming. But is there a profit for Barry?
Hello there.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you doing?
Not too bad, you?
Yeah, very well. Nice to see you. So, when I saw you at the recycling centre, you were throwing out, it wasn't your camera
It was a
kit.
developing kit or some such thing. I don't know what it was.
It had a really strong industrial look to it. I was trying to think of something to make out of it that would be a moneymaker. I thought, brutal, Russian, let's go lighting. So, here's how it ended up. What do you think?
That's good. Not what I expected, but very good.
Because of the way it worked, it already had a lamp and the fitting in it, so it was a quick and easy conversion to make a fun bit of lighting. And I've got a little bit of profit too. I've got £4.50 there and another 30 quid there to go with it. So £34.50 for your old camera kit.
Excellent result. Thank you very much.
Is that a surprise?
Absolute shock.
It was for me as well, because I looked at it and I thought, it's Russian, it's industrial. How am I going to make it into something beautiful? But actually, it sort of came together. What might you do with £34.50?
Well, my brother's the nominal owner, or was. His son goes to university next year.
Right.
So I was thinking, they probably don't use textbooks these days, but I suspect it will be absorbed into his running costs.
Fantastic. Thanks you
so much,
much. OK, I hope he finds a use for that.
I'm sure he will.
Not in the bar. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much, Sarah.
Sarah spent £40.50 creating the lamp. She sold it for 75 quid, giving Barry £34.50p, which his uni student nephew can spend on a round of drinks. Sorry, I mean pencils, pens and ring binders. Sarah's back at Josh and Ollie's workshop in West Sussex to see if they have risen to her challenge to create a spectacular designer dining table.
I've come to see Josh and Ollie and to find out if that pile of broken, battered old floorboards really does have any potential at all. I left them with a huge budget and so much work to do. Let's hope they pulled it off.
For decades, these floorboards have been stood on and stamped upon. Now, it's their time to shine. Josh and Ollie have come up trumps yet again. The design hints at traditional parquet flooring of the past while feeling fresh and funky. The floorboards have been finished with a clear varnish, which highlights the natural patina of the wood. The legs have been made with reclaimed pine and given a charred finish, which creates a smooth matte black colour. This brings out the grain and protects the wood. Sarah wanted spectacular, and I think she's got it. But let's find out from the boss herself.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
How are you?
Yeah, good. You all right?
I can tell why you're good. Oh, that's such a relief.
Yeah? What were you expecting?
Well, I left you with those floorboards, so I wasn't expecting... I was expecting something tricky. I thought it would be sort of rougher and less geometrically beautiful. It looks like it must have taken ages.
It did take a while, the top.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
I absolutely love the finish, because you haven't overworked it, have you?
Once we nailed them down, then we gave it like a little wire brushing. But yeah, we just really wanted to keep that original like patina that was left on there, because it's so nice.
I think that because of that, it'll go into all sorts of different houses. If it was highly polished, there'd be people who have antique furniture who couldn't have something like this in their house because it would really stand out. And that's quite cool for selling.
Yeah, yeah.
And size-wise, people will be able to do good family dining, loads of stuff in the middle. I mean, have you thought how many people actually sit at this?
Well...
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not start this again, please.
8 to 10.
Yeah. I mean, 10 at a real squeeze, I think. But
Yeah.
like Probably comfortably 8.
Yeah, if you wanted, you could get quite a few people round, I think.
Quite a few. That'll do for me. One number everyone agreed upon was the budget. This was a big job with a budget to match, £1,100. The boys have hit it bang on.
I have high hopes this will be into a family home, really quickly, because I've never seen anything like it.
Cool. Well, good.
It's a one-of-a-kind masterpiece from Josh and Ollie.
Well, I think that is a lovely piece of design. They have managed so much with just a pile of floorboards. That can go into a bar, into a restaurant, or a great addition to a family home. That is a cracker.
The old floorboards belonged to James, and all he could think to do with them was sling them in the skip. So he was happy to hand them over to Sarah.
I'm full of hope for it. It'll be really nice.
I don't think you're going to be disappointed, James. Sarah invited Amanda to view the table. She's from vintage and antique boutique Allinson Duke in County Durham.
Really, really beautiful. Wow.
Amanda was impressed, but in order to make a profit, Sarah had to sell it for over £1,100. Now she's in Surrey to show James what became of his floorboards and perhaps hand over some cash.
Hello, James.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and
It's
you.
a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
And so have your renovations finished? Because this is a house, wasn't it?
We're done, yes. My new floor's down.
Lovely.
And the old floor is gone.
Well, it has gone, but it's not been forgotten.
Oh, that's nice.
I took them to some really cool guys. They're called Josh and Ollie, and they love old stuff and making it into new stuff. And so I've got some pictures here to show you what happened to your
really?
floorboards.
Great.
Are you ready?
I am. Go on.
I love this, and I'm really excited. Here is a table made out of your floorboards.
Oh, I say. Isn't that brilliant?
Josh and Ollie spent a very long time making beautiful parquet out of them to surface the table, and they kept all of that lovely black stain that was on it originally.
That's brilliant. Well done.
I have to say, I stuck my neck out on this one.
Did you?
And I invested quite a bit of money.
Okay.
In fact, it was £1,100
Okay.
for them to make a table like that. So it's quite difficult to make a profit on that.
Yeah.
But I'm delighted to say we did manage to sell it. It's going all the way to County Durham to a shop. And
Is
I have
it?
got £200 here for you, for your
it's
old floorboards.
hardly a trifle then. That's super. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised.
200 quid falls in your lap. What are you going to do with that?
I was thinking about a rug.
Fantastic.
We can probably buy a very nice one for that.
Well, I would be so pleased to think that something like that is going on with that money, and it's right back where it should be.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank
Lovely.
you very much.
Total pleasure. Lovely to
Thank
see you again.
Nice to see
Bye-bye.
you again. Bye-bye.
Sarah spent a whopping £1,100 on the dining table, but sold it for an even whoppinger £1,300, giving James £200 that he'll spend on a new rug. In East London, Daniel is about to reveal the outcome of his quick zhushing up to Sarah.
Well, I'm here to pick up my Danish drinks trolley and find out if Dan's £100 facelift has made it really sing.
This trolley was a stylish little number that had seen better days. Those better days are back again, and they are better than ever. Daniel screen-printed an Art Deco design inspired by the bright lights of the Big Apple. His plan was to add a little glam and make this rough diamond sparkle again. The sheen of the Danish oil finish is silky smooth. From tip to toe, this trolley has never looked so good, and I'm in no doubt Sarah will agree.
Hey, Dan.
Hello, how you
doing?
Yeah, good to see you.
Oh, Dan. How cool's that? It's so fresh.
Yeah.
It actually looks like it is something brand new that's just come out of a design house, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was in very good condition. It just needed a sanding, so yeah, we were quite lucky there.
Oh, Daniel, don't be so humble. You've done great work. I'll big you up if you don't do it yourself.
Where does all the design come from?
The influence for this was New York skyscrapers and architecture. So it's quite blocky, there's some nice sort of detail elements and just a nice combination of shapes.
I'm surprised how crisply it's printed onto here because it is wood. You know, I'd expect it not to be quite so defined, but that is a very sharp finish to it. And did you manage to bring it in on budget?
Yeah, actually it was okay. I mean, the furniture piece was in good condition. The only real cost was replacing the wheels because we wanted to have that little bit of brass detailing.
Well, I think it's beautiful. It's just sharp and fresh, and I love it. Please, can you wrap it up carefully for me?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I will get that collected and off to a new home very soon.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah.
Well, sometimes the simple transformations are the most effective. Dan has given it a lovely, clean, new design, and that trolley is now a fine interiors piece.
Claire was about to toss the trolley in the trash before Sarah saved it.
I grew up with it, so if she can do something with it, I would be delighted.
Well, Claire, prepare to be delighted. Pictures were posted online and the trolley sold to a private buyer. Sarah is at Claire's home to tell her what became of the trolley.
Hi there.
Oh, good morning.
How are you, Claire?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah.
I said I'd come back and find you if there was something to be done with your trolley.
Right.
Now, tell me, it was your parents' trolley, wasn't it?
It was, yes. And we were down in Wales, where I was brought up. And that old trolley just sat in our TV room, and I remember it from my childhood.
We loved its retro style. It had such a strong look. It looked like it was sort of 1960s when it was bought or designed. So we thought that it was worth going to town on it and making it look lovely. So I took it up to Walthamstow to a lovely surface pattern designer called Dan, and I've got some pictures to show you what he did with it.
OK.
Here is your trolley after a makeover.
Oh, my goodness. Goodness, that is so original.
He has screen printed an original design on the top of it and polished it up to bring all that lovely teak right back to where it would have been when it was made, and pop some new casters on the bottom.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it's super. Absolutely lovely.
It was actually something that was snapped up as soon as he'd done it.
Good. So it's sold already?
It's sold,
Wow.
and it's gone on to a new home.
Yes.
And I've got some profit here as well. I've
Yes.
got £50 here as a little present for your trolley makeover.
Oh, thank you very much. That's super.
Well, it was a great thing to work on. So what might you do with £50 windfall?
Well, it was my parents' trolley, and they are only a few miles from here, and I asked them, and one of the things that was close to their heart was the Army Benevolent Fund, so I'd like it to go to that. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Lovely to see you, Anne.
Good. And you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Sarah spent £100 revamping the trolley. It was sold for £150, giving Claire £50 to donate to charity. With a little help from her friends, Sarah has transformed 3 skip-bound items into a pocket full of profit. That's what I call a job well done.
Well, Dan and the Forge Boys proved that my tip finds have real money-making potential. They transformed items that were on the brink of being turfed and made them into amazing bespoke pieces. That's not going in there, is it?
How do you make money for nothing?
Ooh, that's got lovely legs.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
I'm now going to swan off.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate maker, buyer and user of old stuff, and I turn that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
Let's brainstorm a little bit and see what we can do with it. It is absolutely gorgeous.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
I'm speechless.
valuable,
That looks amazing.
and hopefully saleable items. If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That's lovely. It's a lovely ending.
Altrincham Recycling Centre is the final resting place of tons of unloved items. That's why Sarah spends her days hanging around here.
Look at that. I mean, the world is my oyster. Anything could come in here today. It could be rubbish, but it could be something really exciting. Don't know what I'm doing standing here.
Sarah's here to find 3 items that can be reworked to make them desirable once again. And she'll take anything.
Non-recyclable waste. It's just not an expression I have in my vocabulary. You can do something with everything.
Well, we'll see about that. Before Sarah started her search, she got special permission to approach the public. And first in her sights is Mike. Is there anything special in what he's chucking out?
Hiya.
Hello, yeah.
What have you been smashing up?
It's a display unit from the house of my late parents.
So where was this in the house then?
This was at the bottom of the stairs. It was a display unit. It did have ornaments in it. They kept some personal effects. A telephone used to be on it years ago.
Yeah.
So there was address books and telephone books and...
This is the top this way.
Yep, that's the top,
Okay,
yeah.
and that's the things,
The
and
legs
then...
down there, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, rather than it going in the wood bin, please may I take it away?
By all means, yeah.
It would be lovely to have a go at trying to make something out of it. So
That'd be great, yeah.
if I manage to give it a new lease of life, can I come back and find you and show you what I've done with it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. OK. I'm going to gather up these bits.
Sarah's snaffled the cut-up display cabinet as she sees some potential. Nice one.
Thank you so much. I'll
You're
keep
welcome.
in touch.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I have no idea what Sarah's going to do with that, but does Mike?
I imagine it can be polished up, cleaned up, varnished and turned into a display cabinet again, and someone else can get years of enjoyment out of it, just like its previous existence, really.
Well, look at this poor old cabinet. It has been really bashed and battered on its way to the recycling centre. But I love it. I think it needs a bit of TLC and I think it'd be looking beautiful.
Sarah knows exactly who to take it to. Meet Norman Wilkinson. He's a master craftsman with over 25 years' experience producing bespoke signature pieces and commissioned furniture.
Oh, the stuff you get from the tip, some guy, I'm thinking, what are we doing? But, you know, yeah, it's great fun. I mean, and also when you turn the weird and wonderful ones into something great and they sell it as well, and then someone's going to love it, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Norman loves the challenge of turning unloved items into treasured possessions.
I enjoy my work. I think if anyone enjoys their work, it comes out in the piece of furniture because, you know, you love it, and then it hopefully reflects when someone buys it that they can see the love that we've put into it. You know, it's a joy to get up and come to work in the mornings.
This joy may be short-lived when Norman sees the cut-up display cabinet Sarah's saved for him. With one item in the bag, Sarah's on the hunt for 2 more.
Shouldn't be too hard to whip up a profit. Not with that, though.
You're right, Sarah. A rusty whisk leaves me unstirred too. Perhaps Tom's boot will move you a little more.
Hi there.
Hi, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Fine, fine, fine.
They look exciting.
I was just going to tip them.
So what, are they the old bench ends, are they?
The old Victorian bench ends, actually.
Let's have a look at that.
They're very heavy.
OK, well, let's leave it there for a second. But how long have you had those, then?
In my garden, I've left them there been about 2.5, 3 years now.
OK.
The bench ends are cast iron, which has probably helped them to survive decades outside. What hasn't remained as part of the bench is the wooden seat and backrest.
So would it be possible to have a closer look at the other bits then?
Of course,
Because
of course.
these are fantastic.
Let me just get these for you.
Yeah, in the car.
I'll put them by the thing for you.
Well, I think this looks like a great collection, but those old ones there would be fantastic to take away and see if they can be reused.
Yeah, well, fine. If somebody can make use of them or you can make use of them, they're fine. I'll just dump these, it's fine.
I work with all sorts of talented people. It would be great if I could take them away, find out what to do with them, and then come and show you what I've done. Would that be all right?
That'd be fantastic, yeah. No
Lovely.
problem.
I think I'll be coming to see you shortly.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
2 cast iron bench ends. What could become of them? I'm sure Tom has a few ideas.
I reckon they would look beautiful, so I reckon first of all they'd clean them off and then remake them into a bench. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what it becomes and exactly what they've done with them, you know what I mean?
Look at these. They are heavy, they're really old, they look awful at the moment. They're going to be beautiful. A pair of old bench ends like this, they've got all the properties needed to be turned into something really lovely. And I know just who to take them to.
Rupert Blanchard is a furniture designer and self-confessed hoarder of anything old he can turn into gold.
I work mostly with reclaimed materials. These are found materials that other people have given up on, and I benefit from what other people throw away. But it's more than that. I spend a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of love in restoring things and somehow working people's rubbish back into their home as something brand new.
I admire your recycling spirit, Rupert, but perhaps some things are better off left in the skip. 2 items found, which means only 1 left to nab. Sarah needs an item she can take home and crack on with herself.
Hello, is it rubbish you're looking for?
Yes, well done, Sarah. Now, can you just get on with your day job? As Neil may have something to suit you in the boot of his car.
Hi there.
Well,
hello.
hiya.
Is that going in the skip by any chance?
It was, yeah.
Is that yours?
No, my stepdaughter, she's just finished 3 years at university, fashion student. It was a bit of a wrench for her to get rid of it, but the house hasn't got the room.
Oh, may I have a close look at it?
Of course you can, yeah.
Is it heavy?
No, just be careful, there's still pins in it.
That's really cool, isn't it? Oh, and the stand too?
The stand, yeah, it all comes together, yeah.
Mannequins can be traced back as early as 1350 BC, based on a wooden torso discovery in the tomb of Tutankhamun. But the ones we recognise today showing off clothes in shop windows became more popular thanks to the advent of plate glass and electric lighting.
Would you mind, then, if I took it away?
By all means, help yourself. I'd like to see it to go to a good home.
And if I can make something out of it, would it be possible to come back and find you and show you what I've done?
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you've made my day. I think you rarely find something that pretty at the recycling centre, so I'm going to say thank you so much, and I'll be in touch.
Not a problem, enjoy.
Thank you very much.
OK.
Fabulous. Sarah's bagged herself a fashion mannequin. But do you think she can fashion something out of it, Neil?
I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it'd be nice to think it would be something fashion-related, and it's going to a good home. That's good enough for me.
Sounds good to me too.
I think it's a sweet mannequin. Really quite expensive to buy if they're new. But at the moment, it's still looking a bit pristine for me, so I think there could be something really lovely to do to this to make it turn a profit.
Profit from a mannequin. Now this I've got to see. After a hard day's searching and salvaging, Sarah has her 3 items. Norman will work on the hall display unit, Rupert will reimagine the cast iron bench ends, and Sarah will hopefully manage to make over the mannequin.
Well, between the mattresses, the bin bags and the endless garden waste, we have found some really fantastic items. Let's go and transform them.
Sarah's travelled to the village of Hellingley, where Norman works his magic with furniture old and new. But what will he make of Sarah's broken down display cabinet? This I can't wait to see.
Well, Sarah's on her way. Wondering what delights we'll have today.
Well, if you were looking for a piece of deeply undesirable furniture that was not commercial and in a really bad state, I'd say that's a pretty good example. But it is old and it does have potential. I just hope Norman can see that.
Fasten your seatbelts. This could be a bumpy ride.
First impressions?
Pick it up.
Oh, no.
Let's take it back out.
It's not that bad. I think that it would look infinitely better without these wings on it.
And, these bits, yeah.
And it does have all the period features to go back in.
I would, number one, turn the drawer round.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah.
We could put a nice base in it. We won't put a cornice on it, we'll put a nice, just a flat top on it, and then do a nice strong colour.
You'll know when you're doing it, but I think quite dark might be quite cool.
We will pick a good colour. We actually will pick one to surprise you. You like surprises, don't you?
I'm more like the control freak of colour, actually.
Yeah, I know you are.
So it's going to be a freestanding cabinet with the side shelves removed and some new legs attached. Could be tricky and time-consuming.
Norman, what's the best possible price you could possibly give me on this beautiful cabinet?
The best possible price for you, doing all that and getting the strong colour and everything, $295.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much.
And it's a deal. Over to you, Norman.
We'll do our normal bit, take it apart and make it up as we go along, maybe. But I'm sure it'll work. It's just one of those ones where you think, well, we can sleep on it and another day.
Well, this one definitely needs a lot of work, but Norman is going to transform it, I know. He's going to make it into something sweet and saleable.
With a budget of £295, Norman seems relaxed. But with no agreed colour or even a plan, there could be trouble ahead. For Sarah's next stop, she's travelled to the seaside town of Margate, HQ to a bustling vintage and retro scene, and home to our Rupert. Sarah's brought along the cast iron bench ends to see what Rupert makes of them.
I'm hoping Sarah's going to bring me something that's absolute rubbish today, something that everyone's given up on. And, you know, I'm glad she just saved it for me and I can do something with it so people love it again.
I reckon you're in luck, Rupert.
Well, I love these bench ends. I sneakily think they might be a bit of a find. So I bought them to Rupert because they've got yellow on them, they're old, they're battered. He's going to love them, isn't he? Let's go find out. Rupert? Hey.
Hey, Sarah, come in. So, what you brought me today?
Well, let me show you. Let me show you in details. I think these are amazing.
Let's get it on the bench, then.
Have you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant, thanks. You get that one.
Oh, lovely.
Heavy, aren't they?
Oh, they are a bit.
What do you think?
They're great, aren't they?
Well, they've got this telltale little bit of Rupert yellow in there. I know you're a big yellow fan.
A little bit of yellow. I do like yellow, but I do like cast iron as well, which they're definitely cast iron and very old. I imagine these are completely original.
They've been languishing in a cottage garden, apparently.
Excellent. I'm glad you brought them here because they really are much better quality than modern ones. They're not like thin, cheap ones. These are heavy and really quite decorative. What do you want done with them?
How about we make them into a bench?
A bench? OK. Well, I don't think I've ever made a cast iron bench before, but I'm up for the challenge. I guess first thoughts, a few different ideas. I could use scrap wood, make a really colourful bench. I could go traditional, really solid, something like mahogany, teak, something like this. Might be, you know, nice to try to do something a bit brighter, a bit more modern. Try to get this outdoor bench actually inside into someone's home, maybe.
That would be lovely. And if it comes with a bit of distinctive Rupert twist to it, that would be even better.
So, after much thought, these cast iron bench ends are to become, wait for it, a bench. Not just any old bench, but a bench with a Rupert twist. And Sarah has some ideas about how much a Rupert twist should cost.
Anything that begins with a 2, I think, gives me margin to make some money out of it. So
OK, well, I know it's pushing it quite far for a bench, but if you could give me about £200, I can give you something that's going to be great.
200 quid sounds like a brilliant deal. Thank you so much.
Done.
Good luck with those. See you soon.
Excellent, thank you.
Bye.
Well, that was easy.
Well, my bench ends have got a brand new start, and I can't wait to see how Rupert makes them look. They're going to be fab, aren't they?
I love that Sarah's actually brought me something really old this time. I hope I can do them justice, but I'm really not used to working with cast iron, so hopefully it's going to go OK and I don't crack it when I start stripping it. But yeah, just better get a move on.
To create a bespoke bench with a Rupert twist, it's going to cost £200. But when it's all done, will Sarah be sitting on a profit? With our makers up and running, it's time for Sarah to head back home to West Sussex and start the transformation of the fashion mannequin. Though I'm not quite sure what she's going to do with it. I think it's quite nice the way it is, really.
Well, it's quite a sweet little mannequin. It's got a real faux vintage look to it, though, and it's a bit wobbly and lightweight. I would like to make it into something that is beautiful, smart, looking really antique and old. Just the kind of thing that you might have in a shop or perhaps even in a bedroom to put your clothes on. I need to choose some lovely fabrics to go onto it and then work out how to make this look really beautiful.
So, it's staying a mannequin, but it'll be out with the new, in with the old, and Sarah's big wall of vintage fabrics is the perfect place to start.
I'm looking for something that makes it feel like a kind of Victorian governess. I'm thinking bustles and lace and probably... Look, there's a bit.
Using the vintage fabric, Sarah will completely recover the surface to create the look of a 19th century mannequin.
I think it needs a bit more volume.
And to make it really authentic, there's another element she'll have to embellish.
I'm trying to make it look a little bit more curvy because the antique ones, particularly the French ones, and those are the ones that sell for lots of money, are always really curvy.
Oh la la! Sarah's using padding from an old pillow to accentuate the bust.
That's certainly got a look to it.
Compared to modern mannequins, classic French mannequins favoured a more ample frontage. Good grief. But it doesn't topple over.
Oh dear. Let's get the staple gun out. Let's cover them up.
The term mannequin originates from the French word mannequin. The first fashion mannequins were made from papier-mâché in France in the mid-19th century. Later, they were made of wax to produce a more lifelike appearance.
Well, at last, the stitching's done. It has taken forever, but I think it's now got quite a sweet-looking shape, but I'm really not liking that bit down there. So, I've had this lying around for a bit, and I think it might be my secret weapon. I'm thinking about pushing this straight the way down, replacing the metal, and having the top of it poking out just like an old-fashioned mannequin.
Either this is a great idea, or Sarah's gone snooker-loopy. Sarah starts by sawing off the metal pole to make room for the snooker cue.
I hope this works, otherwise there's going to be two dummies.
Vintage mannequins often had ornamental tops known as finials, handy for hanging scarves or hats.
You're going to have to bear with me because I know it looks a bit odd at the moment, but I think in the end I know exactly how this is going to look and it's going to be fine. But I am a bit worried about the white of this fabric. It's going to get dirty really quickly if anybody touches it. So I've got a solution. In fact, I've got a paint solution for it.
Sarah's watered down some grey emulsion paint, which looks like a puddle.
Yes, I know it's paint and this is material, but trust me, it's going to work.
Oh, it all started so well. Now it's got a snooker cue sticking out of it and she's painting it grey. I think we'll just leave her to it. So far, Sarah's spent £15 on materials and paint. Her ideas better pay off, or she'll be snookered. Back in Hellingley in East Sussex, it's time for the old display cabinet to get the Norman treatment. So, what's the plan?
The plan is we're going to cut this off, and make it into a nice little glazed cabinet with a shelf underneath and everything. So I think it's one of these ones we'll see how we get on smashing it up, see what we've got left, and then work it out from there.
Let's get those ideas hammered out then, Norman. Basically, this is going to be a much sleeker and more modern-looking freestanding display cabinet. Norman plans to make this cabinet go up in the world by adding a set of brand new tapered legs. To make sure his cabinet will be stable, Norman has to decide on the leg size and shape.
We're just going to taper the bottom inside edges, only like 4 inches up. It spreads the leg, so it hopefully gives it a bit more stability.
Only someone as experienced as Norman can make precision cutting on a table saw look easy. Norman marks the legs carefully to make sure he fits them all the right way round.
So hopefully we can't go wrong.
Indeed. Next, Norman adds support beams between the legs to help ensure as little wobble as possible when it's supporting the heavy cabinet base.
That'll be that part of the cabinet. So, and if we want to put a shelf in, we can still put another shelf in. So, but we can make that up as we go along.
After more cutting and gluing, the new legs have finally come together.
Right.
They certainly look the part, but are they stable enough to hold up the old oak? Oops, still a bit of wobble.
Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. We might put a middle shelf in, I think, just to give it a little bit more depth.
More depth will be good, Norman. And some doors might be nice too.
I think it's coming along and it's looking quite versatile, so yeah, happy days.
As long as you're confident, Norman. But from here, you look a long way off from having something saleable. Back in Margate, Rupert's putting together a plan to turn the old bench ends into a brand new bench. But first things first, what is the plan to get rid of those old layers of paint?
OK, I'm going to get to work on these bench ends with some really quite powerful paint stripper. And definitely going to need gloves for these. Great green ooze that gets rid of all dodgy old paint.
When using paint stripper, always work in a well-ventilated space. And, if in doubt, best to wear a protective mask.
Probably my least favourite job in a workshop, this metal paint stripping. Obviously, I'm doing this because I don't want to lose all of the character of the original castings. If I was to sandblast it, they'd look brand new and there'd be no point in Sarah saving them for me. These are original. I want to do a sympathetic restoration. So this horrible stuff is dabbed all over really quite thickly. And I leave it on for about half an hour to an hour until it blisters up. And I brush it away like magic. That's how it should happen. It rarely does.
I'm not sure it's going to be much different this time, Rupert. There could be 100 years of paint to get through there.
The paint strip is going to take a while, so I'm going to get to work on the second bench end and try to remove the screws in the backrest. There's a couple of screws that are completely seized up, rusted in place. I'm going to try to get them out. Got to go really careful because cast iron, although it's strong, it can be a really brittle material when you hit it at the wrong angle. So if I hit it, I can just crack it. This doesn't bode well so far. There are 4 of these screws to remove, and I can't even get one out yet.
You could always try heating... you're a step ahead of me there, Rupert. By heating the metal, it should expand and contract, helping to loosen things off.
Doesn't want to come out the hole. I don't want to hit it too hard, because it will break the cast iron. Oh.
I think I can see it moving.
Hey! There you go. Excellent. 1 screw down, 3 more to go.
Thank goodness for that. Next, Rupert's taking some timber he recently picked up at a car boot sale and is cutting it into lengths to form the slats of the new bench.
I think this is going to be a bit of a labour of love because although it's starting to look like a bench, it's a long way from being a finished product.
And now for the pièce de résistance, the Rupert twist.
I've managed to find some great old signage for this bench, and this is just what I wanted. It's old enamel signage, old tin, lovely typography over it. It's going to need a good scrub and a lot of work because it was dug out of someone's garden. This is only a small bit of it, but somehow I'm going to fix these together as the backrest. I've still got a ton of work to do, but I'm really happy now. I think I've sort of turned a corner and I can see this as a finished piece now.
So that's the back taken care of and the bottom. But what about that old paint?
The paint's really thick on these, so it's not releasing with one application of paint stripper. Some little bits are bubbling away, but it's still only going down to the base coat. So either this paint comes off, or Sarah's going to end up with a badly painted pair of paint pens. But that's not going to happen. This will come off. Let's just spend a few more hours on it.
Good luck, Rupert. Having left Rupert attempting to strip paint, we return now to West Sussex, where Sarah's been wrestling with a vintage project, the mannequin. And she's glad to be adding the finishing touches, as this project has been harder than expected.
This is tough.
When Sarah collected the mannequin at the tip, it was modern, floral, lacked substance and style. Now, it's been completely transformed to look like an old-fashioned French dressmaker's mannequin. Complete with a more curvaceous shape, Sarah has replaced the old metal support with a far more authentic wooden pole. Once a snooker cue, it has been painted with a matte black chalk paint finish. On the back, she's sewn in place a vintage nightdress complete with embroidered initials. While it might not be to everyone's taste, Sarah knows exactly the type of buyer this mannequin is perfect for.
She's time-worn, she's old-fashioned looking, and I think those are going to be the charms that help sell her. And I'm hoping she'll be snapped up by somebody with a shop, perhaps vintage clothing, or somebody who sells jewellery, who really needs something like this to make their stuff look better. And she's a lovely, ample figure, and you don't normally find mannequins like that.
I'll have to take your word for that, Sarah. In order to find her a new home, Sarah needs to take a few pictures to advertise her online. And with a bit of luck, the mannequin will be showing off new outfits before you know it. When Sarah caught up with Neil at the tip, he was about to throw a mannequin into a skip.
Is that yours?
No, my stepdaughter, she's just finished 3 years at university, fashion student.
Sarah was suitably impressed.
That's really cool, isn't it? Oh, and the stand too?
Stand, yeah, it all comes together, yeah.
Neil, on the other hand, couldn't see what could become of it.
I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it'd be nice to think it'd be something fashion-related, and it's going to a good home. That's good enough for me.
It's gone from tip-bound to total treasure. Though she may not be everyone's cup of tea in her new guise, the good news is that Rachel, the owner of Wreckage at Home, a vintage and reclamation shop in Doncaster, thinks she's great.
We love this busty lady. We think she'll be a fantastic display piece and we're going to keep her in the shop.
And she was quick to put her on show. But just how much was Rachel willing to pay? And was there any profit for Neil?
Unfortunately, Neil isn't available to meet with me again, but I have made him a profit of £135 to send him for his mannequin.
With Sarah spending just £15 on materials for this project and the newly aged mannequin selling for £150, that was a £135 profit for Neil. With the mannequin having made a good profit, things are getting off to a good start. Sarah's back in Hellingly to see how Norman's got on.
Well, I dropped off a battered old wall cabinet. It was out of fashion, out of love and out of a skip. So I'm hoping Norman has transformed it into the in thing.
Are we happy with this one? Well, I think we've transformed it into this lovely little thing. I think it's got great potential now for halls or anywhere, so I think, yeah, she's gonna love it again.
That's very confident, Norman. I think we'll just have to wait and see. When Sarah saved the old wall cabinet, it was way past its prime. Now, Norman has worked his magic and given it a fresh, modern look. Gone is the old-fashioned winged shelving, giving the cupboard sleek new lines. Long tapered legs have been added to raise it up, and an extra shelf has been included. The drawer fronts have been smoothed and the original handles kept and reused. The joins are now beautiful and seamless, and the whole unit has been given a fresh new coat of racing green paint, setting off the white interior. But what will Sarah think?
Norm?
Hello, you. Okay, what do you think of that then?
Norman, it's beautiful.
I think it's come out well.
And I recognise that.
I mean, yeah, we took the pattern off the drawer, but I was going to put the drawer at the bottom. But then when we started doing it, I thought we looked more quirky at the top. And then also, if you've got kids, you can put stuff. If you've got kids, you can put stuff in there and they can't get to it.
Who knew that you had that in you? Look at it. It's petite, sensible designer.
Sensible.
Look at it. It's got drawer at the top, keep things out of reach children. I think that is a really lovely piece of furniture.
It was black, so we kept it a dark colour. So we thought we'd go for this nice green. It's a nice green. I think it's a lovely colour, and the white just throws it out, doesn't it?
Oh, I just can't believe it, really. It's got a lovely finish. Very clever what you've done. Nice that it's pale on the inside. How much does it cost to make that horrible thing into this beautiful thing?
Bang on budget.
£295?
£295, that's the magic number.
I think it's clever what you've done. I think it's green and elegant and an inspired choice of colour. £295?
Happy?
Well, I am. Given what I gave to you, I think that's amazing.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? I think, as we say in the trade, it's fantastic.
Fantastic indeed, Norman. Good job.
For what we had and what we've turned it into, we've made Sarah happy. I mean, that's one hell of a job, so turning that into that and making Sarah happy, it's double bubble, isn't it? So, fantastic. We're happy.
Well, I've really got to hand it to Norman. I'm always impressed with what he does, but I'm not usually as surprised as that. That cabinet is a beauty.
When Sarah spotted Mike at the tip, she loved the look of his parents' old cabinet.
This was at the bottom of the stairs. It was a display unit. It did have ornaments in it.
Sadly, it was no longer in one piece.
It wouldn't go in the carving.
So you've smashed it up?
So we've took the legs off.
Of it?
Yeah, they're bits of it, this is.
But Sarah was happy to take it away, leaving Mike pondering its fate.
I imagine it can be polished up, cleaned up, varnished and turned into a display cabinet again, and someone else can get years of enjoyment out of it.
To find a buyer, Sarah advertised the cabinet for sale by sending out pictures to her client base. It attracted a lot of attention. But did she get it sold? Sarah's travelled to Bolton in Greater Manchester to let Mike know what happened to his cabinet and hopefully take shelter from the rain.
Oh, hello, Sarah.
Hello, Mike. How are you doing?
Yeah. Come in, it's miserable out there.
It is. It's dreadful, isn't it?
Yeah, come through, Sarah. Cheers.
Thank you. So, I can't see anything here that looks like that old cabinet you were throwing away.
No, that's why it was going to be thrown away. It wouldn't really fit, yeah.
Did you wonder what might happen to it after it left you?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, it was in a bit of a state, so...
Yeah, somebody smashed it out, that was you,
yeah,
wasn't it?
told us to get it in the car, that was me, yeah.
I thought it was fit for transformation, so I took it to my friend Norman. I've got some pictures here to show you. So I think you probably remember it looking a bit like that. It ended up looking like that.
It's totally different, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a lot of the original piece there.
Yeah,
all of the drawers and all the doors and all the structure. What do you think?
It's quite an amazing transformation. It is totally different. It is elegant. With the length of the, yeah, it's not squat like it was, yeah.
So do you approve?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
I have got it up for sale. I haven't sold it yet, but I think it should sell and I should make profit on it for you.
Right.
So as soon as I've done that, I will be back in touch with some money.
Excellent. Oh, thanks, yeah. Thanks for doing that, yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure. I will be back in touch.
OK, Sarah,
when there's
yeah.
money, and thank you ever so much for letting me come and see you today.
No problem, thanks.
Bye.
Right, bye-bye now, yeah.
Norman came in on budget at £295, but without a sale yet, Sarah's facing a potential loss. However, with a bit more time, I'd like to think the cabinet will find a new home, and Sarah can be back in touch with Mike to hand over the profit. With 2 transformations now done and dusted, Sarah's returned to Margate to see if Rupert will make it 3.
I really enjoyed this one. It was great. I really hope she likes this, but I'm not really bothered if she doesn't, because I'd happily keep it for myself.
Well, I'm back in Margate to see what Rupert did with those bits of old bench that I dropped off. They were a beautiful pair of ends, but nothing in the middle, so I'm hoping he's filled that gap with something really stylish.
When Sarah saved them, the old bench ends had nowhere to go but the tip. But now, just look at them. They are part of a beautiful bespoke bench. The ends themselves have been restored and the layers of paint completely removed, though sandblasting was required to banish it, all revealing some stunning, intricate detail. The seat has been created using teak timber and the backrest is a work of genius on its own. It has a purpose-built frame of reclaimed iron onto which is mounted an old advertising sign dug up from a garden. It's unique, but what will Sarah think?
Hey.
Hey, Sarah, you caught me sitting down on the job.
Oh, my word.
Just about ready for you, and I'm pretty happy with it.
I think it's lovely. Look at that sign on it. Beautiful.
It's a heavy piece, but I think I'm glad you brought me these bench ends.
They have really cleaned up. They've got so much more detail on them, haven't they?
They're really great, but the layers and layers of paint, they were so stubborn, they did not want to come off. So in the end, I actually had them sandblasted.
Right.
And on the back, I've made a frame out of some old metalwork, which came from the scrapyard, and it was covered in layers of rust. And I sanded all of that back and gave the metal the same finish. The new metal that I've put on it, I've given the same finish as the old metal, the cast iron bench ends that you brought me. And I've used solid teak on the base and on the back. And obviously the backrest is an old advertising sign, so it was a bit of a task making this one, but I'd happily keep it if you don't want it, Sarah.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to relieve you of it because I think this is going to go on and find a new home really quickly. It's such a strong piece of styling. So how much has all of that cost?
I did go a little bit over budget because the sandblasting that had to be done in the end did cost an additional £60. So it's $260 all in.
I definitely think I'm going to be seeing profit on that. It's a lovely piece. Thank you so much for doing it.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Well done, Rupert. I think she liked it.
Well, I could have been picking up a traditional, industrial-looking bench, but what Rupert has created, well, that's unique.
Yeah, Sarah might not even get this one. I might keep hold of this. I could fit this at home, definitely.
When Sarah met up with Tom at the Altrincham tip, his heavy metal caught her eye.
Are they the old bench ends, are they?
The old Victorian bench ends, actually.
The bench ends hadn't originally belonged to Tom.
How long have you had those, then?
In my garden, I've left them there been about 2.5, 3 years now.
OK.
Giving them a new lease of life was an exciting prospect.
I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what it becomes and exactly what they've done with them, you know what I mean?
Well, Tom, I don't think you'll be disappointed when you see this bodacious beauty of a bench. Sarah included the bench at her barn sale at home, and amongst those casting admiring glances was Susan and William.
It's very different, and it'll fit exactly in the place that we want a bench back at home.
Never one to miss an opportunity, Sarah was quick to accept William's offer, and it wasn't long before the bench was heading for a new home. Now Sarah's headed to Sale, just outside Manchester, to show Tom what became of his bench ends and hand over the profit.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Nice
How
to
are
see you, Tom.
Nice to see you.
I said I'd come and find you because you dropped off something amazing at the tip.
Right. And so I really couldn't figure what you'd do with it. You know, it was heavy, I know that. It was very heavy.
They were such useful, beautiful, chunky things.
Right.
We decided we'd make a bench out of them. In fact, they went to Margate, where I work with a fantastic guy called Rupert. I've got some pictures here to show you what he actually did. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is that a surprise?
Unbelievable. I love this sunlight soap thing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think you've done a tremendous job. You know, it's nice to see something like that, right? Because, I mean, what was I going to do? Just throw them, wasn't I?
I actually took it home and had a barn sale where I invited lots of people to come along and have a look at it. And a lovely couple just fell in love with it. They bought it for their sitting room. It's never going outside again. And I have got £135 here.
Right.
For your old bench ends. That's for you.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It was worth going to the tip that day.
What might you do with it?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm going to do my own garden at the back and everything, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm retired now, so the thing is I'd like somewhere to sit and thingy, and I've got a granddaughter as well, help her out a little bit, you know what I mean?
Your old garden bench is going to refurbish this garden. That couldn't be better, could it?
No, it couldn't be. My granddaughter will be happy she can get them nails done she wants to do or something, I don't know.
Oh, you're a softie, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. It's
And thank
really
you,
good
Sarah.
to catch up. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rupert's total costs for making the bench came to £260. Sarah sold it at her barn sale for a cracking £395, leaving Tom £135 to do up his garden and treat his granddaughter. Sarah salvaged 3 items from the Altrincham tip. Norman worked on the old display cabinet, Rupert revived the old cast iron bench ends, and Sarah aced her mannequin project.
Well, another 3 fantastic transformations and the chance to hand back some money for nothing too. Just goes to show there really is treasure to be found at the tip. Interesting. What is that?
How do you make money for nothing?
Stop.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
Can I have it?
Yeah, by all means, you're welcome, yeah.
Fantastic.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
Enough to work on?
Just a bit, yeah.
It is a beast, isn't it?
She can transform her finds into desirable...
I can't believe it.
Valuable...
Oh, you clever!
And hopefully saleable items.
Oh, wow.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That's amazing.
Merchants Way Recycling Centre in Walsaw near Birmingham is the final resting place for tons and tons of rubbish.
The gates have just opened and they're queuing up round the block. What have they got? There's only one way to find out.
Sarah's at the tip today to look for 3 items that she can plunder for a profit. But don't you all rush down your local dump to do the same, as Sarah's here with special permission.
You have no idea how good I am at this. Look, watch. I don't know how to hold it. Hold on. How do you hold it? Have you ever played the violin?
Yeah, maybe skip the busking, Sarah, as it looks as though Mark has a far more likely prospect for a profit in the back of his car.
They're nice. Are you chucking?
Yeah.
That's a silly question, isn't it? Because you're at the tip.
Yeah.
Are these yours?
Yes.
How long have you had them then?
Oh, about 5, 6 years now.
They're older than that, though,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they're
Do you
older.
know where they came from?
A friend of mine gave me when I moved into my flats.
Okay.
And now they're at my mum's and we're getting rid of them now.
Okay. There's something about them that's really cool. That kind of atomic 50s styling. I think people like that kind of thing. So you've got 2.
Yeah, there were 4.
Oh, don't. Would it be all right if, rather than going in the skip, can I take them away?
Yes, of course, yeah.
When do you think they were made? Any ideas?
No.
I'm loving them. Right, I'm going to take those away and I'm going to come back and show you a fantastic transformation.
Thank you.
OK, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
What could a fantastic transformation possibly look like?
I don't know what Sarah's going to do with them chairs, but I think it might be something mad.
Yeah, I think you might be right there, Mark.
What a lovely pair. I mean, look at them. It really doesn't matter that they're brown, they're covered in disgusting velour, because these things have just got style. And I know there's money to be made out of them, and I know exactly who's going to make it.
That would be Anthony Devine, one of the UK's leading upholsterers. Anthony takes his 2 decades of designing experience and passes it on to the younger generation at his School of Upholstery. Anthony's work is loud, exciting and experimental.
I would describe my work as probably Marmite, to be honest.
Yeah, obviously you love it or you hate it.
I don't really kind of follow trends or get influenced. I mean, there's so many ideas kind of bumbling around in my head, it's which one pops out first. I think if I do what I like, I would deliver the best results. If I'm not doing something in particular I like, then I'm going to doubt it and therefore don't think I could do it. So I suppose I always please myself.
Well, Anthony, you're going to need all of that 21 years experience to transform these old brown beauties. So, 1 down, 2 to go.
Just checking you're not throwing out any, gems.
And Sarah, as ever, is hard at work.
Well, that's lovely. What else have you got? Anything exciting in here?
Hard at work and passing on good tip advice.
You see that? That dustbin-looking thing? It's called a dolly tub. That, in reasonable condition. 100 quid, 120 quid. Don't throw them away. OK? Keep them.
That's you told, folks. Is there something in Ash's boot that could suit our intrepid Sarah?
Oh, I like the look of the legs on that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
What are you throwing away?
I'm just throwing this wooden chest.
Oh, has it lost its legs, or does it?
No, this bit goes at the back there.
OK.
And then you've got your mirror, which goes up there.
OK.
And basically, it's been there for a long, long time at home, so I'm just getting rid of it.
So was it yours?
No, it's my father-in-law's, and my wife bought it back home when they passed away.
There's something about that makes me think it's quite old, isn't it? It sort
Yes,
of
it
looks
is.
1950s or something like that, or maybe...
Yeah, I think, as I said, it's my father-in-law's, so it's... I don't know whether he built it himself, but I doubt it, but I think it's probably...
Yeah, it looks almost handmade, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and have you got the mirror that goes with it?
Yes, I have. I'll just put it on the side here.
It seems that at the very least, Ash's furniture has piqued Sarah's curiosity.
It's got just something about it. Do you know what I mean? It looks retro, it's obviously quite old.
Yes, it is.
I'm thinking that with a bit of an update, it might look quite cool. So could I have a go at making it into something a bit different?
Feel free.
Yeah?
Feel free. I'm only going to check it away, so it's yours if you want it.
I would love it. I would love it. And if I manage to pull it round and turn it into something amazing, I will come and find you and show you what I've done.
No
That's
problem.
right. Yeah?
All yours.
Well, I'll take this bit off first, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
And then come back for the mirror.
Okay, all right. I'll leave that here, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Result, I think. What about you, Ash?
I don't know what Sarah could do with that. Possibly make it into a unit on its own, without the mirror, probably. I don't know. It will be interesting to see what she can come up with.
What do you reckon? Is it worth saving or should it go back in there? It's sort of cool, but I just don't know if I should save it or not. The mirror's all right. It's tricky to imagine it turning a massive profit, isn't it? But I think I'm going to give it a go. Just one chance. If nobody fancies taking it on, then I think it might end up back here.
Luckily, Sarah knows exactly which artisan loves a tricky challenge. Say hello to Daniel Heath. Daniel is a designer who can turn his hand to just about anything. He produces wallpaper and textiles as well as bespoke high-end furniture.
I started off as a printmaker, doing textiles and wallpaper, but now I really enjoy working with wood and working with slate. I like the challenge of working with new materials or salvaged materials.
No 2 days are the same for Daniel, as he loves being taken out of his comfort zone.
And I really enjoy it when people come to me with interesting projects and strange materials to try and print onto, because I like the challenge.
Well, this piece of furniture is certainly different. So let's hope he feels the same way after this little challenge.
Don't just stand there. We've got to find the rubbish. Come on.
OK. Sarah still has one item to find, an item which she can work on herself. A little something from which she can squeeze a tenner or two, hopefully.
Tempting.
With the aid of binoculars to bring things into focus, Sarah spots Janet and Carl with a boot full of very interesting-looking jumble.
Hello.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
I'm really well. This looks like my kind of boot film. What are you up to? You clearing out your house?
Yeah, we are. For next year, we're moving down to Dartmouth and retire next year. So it's been hard work, to be honest. Yeah, we've been doing it for quite a few weeks, haven't we? Yeah.
So the car is absolutely full of it.
It is, yeah. Well, there's a lot of junk as well.
What kind of stuff? I mean, I love these books. Are these all yours from when you were younger? Or?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we looked through them for what we think might be valuable, and we don't think the rest of it's got any great value. But some of these they've been drawn in and things like that. You know?
And what kind of other stuff? Because I love old things. There must be something in here that is.
There's a big box of old glasses there.
Oh really? Oh, I love these. These are fascinating. So whose are these? These aren't yours, are they?
I know. My mum's, my dad's, probably my auntie Dorothy and Uncle Fred. Yeah.
They are fantastic. They're such a. I wear glasses. It's such a personal thing, isn't it? You know, they've spent a lot of time on somebody, but they look like man's ones.
Very square, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bifocals, early bifocals as well.
Excellent. Oh wow, they're fantastic. It would be really fascinating to see if there's anybody who would like them and
Brilliant, yeah. Love
and if there is some money to be made out of them. I want to put them on, but do you mind?
No.
You sure? They're just sunglasses. They're not prescription. They're really good. Would you? That's lovely. Well, I really appreciate your time. I'm going to look over you like a hawk while you're doing that. But thank you so much. That was
thank you.
Great.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, Andrew. Thank you. Bye-bye.
A collection of specs. But what does Carl think Sarah's vision will be for them?
I don't know what Sarah's going to do with those glasses, but actually looking at them, I know we were throwing it all away, but looking at them, there was probably a little bit more in it than we thought.
I think that these glasses are just too good to end up in the tip. It really is like a little time warp in here. Altogether, they may not be everybody's cup of tea, but certainly this kind of era of glasses here, they have to have some value. Well, I really hope with a few of these pairs, I'm going to be seeing some profit.
With her eyes on the prize, Sarah has collected 3 items which she believes can be brought back to life. The 2 atomic design chairs will be taken care of by Anthony. The unusual mirror unit will be donated to Daniel, and the glasses will be saved by Sarah herself.
We have had a fantastic time gathering here, and the things may look a bit rough around the edges at the moment, but those are diamonds in that rough.
Manchester is home to the majestic upholsterer Anthony Devine, who is awaiting the arrival of Sarah and her fabulous finds. 2 atomic design chairs. Goodness knows what he'll make of these.
Well, these are a fine pair of chairs, but the potential to make money out of them is slim at the moment. Anthony better have some clever ideas about how to bring them up to date and roll in the cash.
Like the Queen, she'll just grace in with something in her hand and we'll have to turn it into something fit for a Queen or a King. Yeah, not sure, to be honest. She always brings something that's straightforward-ish, but throws up some excitement away. So, yeah, can't wait to get started.
Anthony? Anthony?
Hello.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you around there. Have a chair. Don't look at the seat.
I don't think Mr. Upholstery is feeling it.
I was having a good day until you brought these.
I think the first thing we might need to do is take the seat pads out.
Right, let's discard this.
And get rid of that. OK.
Oh, now they're looking better already. They're looking better already.
It's a quick sand down because it's nice and flat. We're not talking about hundreds of horrible slats and things. You could probably sand those down with a sander, and it is a beautiful, interesting seat pad going in here.
I'm sure we could do a bit more than that.
Go on then, what have you got in mind?
We could flock them.
I love a good flock.
I know you love a good flock.
I'm a big flock fan.
I'm quite a fan as well, so you could flock them.
Anthony is suggesting covering these chairs in tiny fibre particles, which create a soft sensation to the touch. Trouble is, Anthony has never flocked before, but he knows a man who can.
How much does he charge to flock a chair?
Well, the thing is, he'll need to see the chair, then quote everything, but I reckon 100 quid a chair, can't say fairer than that. It would take me longer to sand them down and do something with the wood.
Somebody's going to want to pay more than 200 quid for a pair of flock chairs, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
You're not going to tell me what the colour is, are you?
I don't know. Go big or go home.
Looks like she's going home.
Well, who'd have thought Anthony Devine would come over all fuzzy? He's rolling back the years, and I think he's going to flock us a fortune.
The flocker is going to have the main kind of comparison change here. He's going to turn it from what these are into the wow bit. I just have to do the simple seat pad. So, yeah, it's going to be a show-stopping moment when they're all put back together.
Sarah is leaving Anthony with £200 to undertake a process he knows little about and he has never attempted before. Anyone else see a flaw in this plan? Walthamstow, East London is just the sort of vibrant place where urban grit combines with exciting young design talent. So it's the perfect place for Sarah to unload that strange furniture unit, and designer Daniel is standing by.
I'm hoping East London's finest Daniel fancies the look of my little side table and mirror, because he's going to really need to take a shine to it if he's going to transform it from 70s sad into spot-on designer. Hello, hello.
Hello, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm good. I've got a little something for you.
Let me take that before it gets smashed.
It's not my usual tip find.
It is a mirror, though, so that's a happy discovery.
It's a little bit of retro, I think possibly homemade bedroom furniture. A small example of what do you reckon, 60s remake or something?
Yeah, I think it's based around that, isn't it?
It looks to me like it was a drawer for something else. Somebody's cobbled together, stuck the legs on it, and this apparently goes on the back with some wing nuts so that this goes up like this, and that bit apparently is screwed onto there and then screwed to the wall.
OK, we might change that.
Yes, I think that's for the best, Daniel.
Do you think there's enough there to be workable? Because it slightly worries me that it's not very substantial, it's not very big, and it's not that pretty.
All of the above true, but we do have a mirror, so I can do the etching on the mirror, bring some narrative into it there, and a few sort of styling things like changing the colour of it, maybe putting some different legs on it. I'm making it into a freestanding unit so that somebody can have it in a different part of the house without having to drill into their walls.
Fantastic. Money. Talk the talk.
I think probably the best price I can do is going to be about 300.
OK, I'm buying into that, and you're going to be transforming something that is lacking in style into something that's going to really pack a punch. So on that basis, go for your life.
Great. OK, thanks, Sarah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. 300 quid to transform that side table. That's quite a lot of money, but Daniel definitely has the talent and he's got the vision. I can't imagine what it's going to look like. We just have to wait and see.
But with a budget of £300, transforming this modern muddle will be no easy task. With the atomic chairs in the safe hands of Anthony, and with Daniel taking care of the dilapidated mirror unit, Sarah has returned home to West Sussex and is about to cast an eyeball over the collection of old spectacles. And it really is a random assortment that she has got her hands on this time. Difficult to see what she could do with all that lot.
Well, every so often I pick something up at the tip and I just don't know if it's a money maker or not. I mean, these glasses, they look good. There might be some little gems in there, but I'm going to have to position them really carefully if I'm going to make any money out of them. See what I mean?
The key to success is not necessarily what Sarah will do to them, but more where the glasses will be put up for sale to generate most interest.
So I think a bit of hot soapy water and these should look a lot better.
It is thought that eyeglasses were invented sometime between 1268 and 1289 in Italy, but who the inventor was isn't actually known.
Look at those, I mean, they're really retro, they're quite cool, but I just don't know if anybody would want to buy them. But I'm going to give it a go.
The earliest versions were worn by monks and scholars, but it wasn't until the 15th century, when the printing press came along, that the demand for glasses grew.
Well, that's it. Now, there are some things in here that people are going to find desirable. These are cool. So I think those are definitely the ones that might make the money. A bit of steampunk going on here. Clip-on glasses to go over your normal ones. But these are original, they're old. You can feel that they're vintage and they're beautifully made. So that is a good thing. They're cool. And these... Let's see.
The next stage is to take pictures of all the glasses and share them on the internet, in the hope that someone will fall in love with them. I think they're the ones for you, Sarah. So far, the costs involved in getting these glasses ready for sale has been nothing at all, which means the potential for profit is so bright you gotta wear shades. In Manchester, the sun is shining, but for Anthony, there is no time for enjoying himself. Sarah's left him with 2 atomic-style chairs to deal with, and he's getting them ready to go off to be flocked.
So these chairs are a little bit more shabby than chic, so we want to reverse that, so we want to turn them into chic. And the way we're going to do it is by putting our gloves on and just stripping all that horrible mankiness off.
These seats have seen some damp that has encouraged mould growth. This appears to have spread onto the chair frames as well.
I can see they're structurally sound, so we don't have any problems there. We just need a good cleaning up, really. We have these baby wipes left in the office, always handy for cleaning furniture, especially these horrible mouldy bits. So let's just clean all this off. Looking better already.
That's the frames ready for the flockers, but what about the seat pads?
So my job now is really to get these cleaned up, right back to the bare frame, and basically start the whole process again. And what I don't want is this kind of flat curvature. What we want is a really nice kind of plump kind of crowning, we call it, to look. Flatter it is, the cheaper it looks, so we want a nice good dome on it.
These old seats have seen better days, so it's off with the covers and time for a good old nosy at what's underneath.
Looking at the overall condition of these seat pads, I mean, when we use our compressed air staple gun, it will just break up, pull this edge, and we won't be able to get a kind of a staple into it. So I think it's time we said goodbye to these as well. We'll just take a pattern from them and we'll just cut a fresh one.
The good news is the new coverings have just been delivered, and you'll never guess the colour.
So the fabric's just arrived, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It looks really good. It actually looks better now than it did in the book.
You didn't expect something subtle, did you?
So what I'm going to do is put this to the side. I wanted to have a look at it, first of all, and get started on the seat pad itself.
Having drawn around the old wooden base, Anthony begins by cutting a brand new pad from fresh plywood.
So we have our seat pad here, and now we're about to start building up the layers. Also, we hope this fits because we've now sent the chairs off to the flockers, and we haven't tested it, but I'm sure it will. So what we're going to do, first of all, is put some felt in and kind of just build up and give us that really kind of crown shape. I know it's not looking too comfy yet.
The felt is just the start of the new covering. A foam layer is next, followed by a gauze, then...
this is our fire retardancy layer to bring it all up to health and safety standards, and it allowed it to be sold. Because our fabric isn't fire retardant, because we want to still keep the soft texture of it, that's why we're using this barrier cloth.
And finally, the cerise pink cover.
So that's that one done. Got a nice shape to it. It's going to look really good, that is. I just can't wait for the chair to arrive back.
Nor can I. Flocks away, Anthony. In Walthamstow, Daniel is turning his attention to the mirror unit. What's the plan, Dan?
So the idea on this piece is to take the legs off, sand it down, and we're going to redo a back for this mirror and construct it into a freestanding piece of furniture. Because at the moment it's sort of half wall mounted, and then it's got these legs at the front, and it's not going to work in every sort of space.
The main obstacle for Daniel with this piece will be making it into a freestanding unit that won't topple over. So getting the weight distribution right will be the #1 priority. Followed, of course, very, very closely by making it look great.
We've got the legs off of this little unit, and it's ready for some sanding because I don't particularly like the varnish finish on it, and I think we're going to go for a painted finish. So we're going to have to sand and prime, and then we can paint. Luke's been helping me today, and he's going to sand this down for me. So here you go, Luke. Thank you very much. Cheers.
No pressure, Luke.
I'm about to measure this mirror because the mirror is going to need a back to go onto it so that it doesn't crack under its own weight. I've bought some ply that I'm going to cut to size, but before I do that, I'm going to measure the mirror so I can cut a slice off of the board and then trim it all on the bandsaw downstairs. Measure twice, cut once. I think that's the rule.
I'm not a huge fan of rules in general, but that sounds like a good one to me. Cutting plywood to size to support the mirror is the first step in working out the best way to have the mirror freestanding on top of the unit.
Moment of truth. Yeah.
With the new back for the mirror finished, Daniel refocuses his attention on the base unit.
Next job is going to be to prime it so we can paint it. And the reason that we're going to prime it and paint it is because the veneer has worn through in some areas on the top surface, and the veneer is quite different on all the different sides. So it'd be nice to make it a bit more uniform and make it look a bit more contemporary.
Leaving the base coat to dry, Daniel starts thinking about the design for the mirror.
I want to have some birds in it because I do a lot of bird illustrations, but because of the time frame, I've got some existing bird drawings that I've already done. that can be read by the laser machine. So I'm just laying them out onto the dimensions of the artboard, basically, for the mirror.
Satisfied his design is in place, it's back to the base unit to finish the paint job. By far the trickiest aspect of this project is creating a freestanding mirror safely, and Daniel thinks he has come up with the best solution.
The mirror's going to go up to there, but I want to have some bar that maybe comes up and bends back.
Daniel has taken on a project that requires creativity and a heavy helping of good engineering. And success will depend on Daniel getting the precise weight measurements correct. Sarah's own project has been a collection of vintage spectacles, and she has brought them to the cathedral city of Winchester, where she thinks she may have found a buyer.
Well, I've come to a great vintage shop in Winchester, hopefully to sell the sunglasses. Karen has seen pictures of them, and I think she's going to be interested.
Sarah worked on the glasses at home, and all it took was warm soapy water and a bit of elbow grease.
What do you reckon?
Now they're sparkling like new and desirable once again. Sarah has brought them to the vintage clothing store, Stardust Years.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you doing?
All right, thank you, yes.
Wow, you've got some lovely stuff in, haven't you? That looks amazing.
Thank you, yes, I have.
Wow. Now, I just sent you the pictures of the sunglasses.
Yes, you did, yes.
Do you think you might like them?
Yes.
It's really worth having a closer look, because I think there are some lovely ones in here. These, I think, are absolutely right up your street.
They are lovely, aren't they?
These ones, I thought, were just amazing.
Yes. I probably want to steal these for myself, but...
Oh, wow. If I said they suit you. Hold on, I've got a mirror in here. Have a look. See what you think you... Is that way there?
Oh!
So what do you reckon? Are they your cup of tea? Do you like them? Do you think you'll take them?
Yes, I think they are. I think they'll be very popular with my customers, so thank you.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Thank you.
When Sarah spotted Janet and Carl, their boot was a treasure trove of trash.
So the car is absolutely full of it.
It is, yeah. Well, there's a lot of junk as well.
After a thorough rummage, Sarah settled on a selection of spectacles.
They're just sunglasses. They're not prescription. They're really good.
As it turns out, they were just what she was looking for. Sarah's now in Birmingham to catch up with Janet and Carl and reveal what has become of their array of eyewear.
Hello there.
Oh, hi, how are you
there.
doing? Nice.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Hi. Hello, hello. Beautiful day for it.
It is really nice, yeah.
I saw you, and there were all sorts of exciting things in the back of your card. There was a whole family's worth of glasses in an old cassette box, and your family definitely had style. And I've actually got some pictures here. When I went through them all, this is the full collection that I found in there, and a lovely range of sort of 1940s, 50s, up to what was probably 70s, something like that.
Very likely, yeah. Very likely, yeah.
Well, they were a lovely little archive, so they were a great thing for me to find. And actually, somebody else thought that too and bought them, a shop in Winchester.
Oh, really?
And I've got some money to share with you. In fact, I've got £55 here.
Oh, wow.
And that's for you. I don't know who gets that, but...
Well, I'm not... No, you can.
£55 as a little windfall. Is there anything that you might do with that?
Well, we said to our sister that we'd just do a family meal. It'd be a nice thing to take everybody out and have something to eat, or add it to a family meal, so it's superb, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, they were a lovely thing for you to let me have a look at, especially as they were such personal items, so thank you so much.
Fantastic, thank you very
Lovely
much.
to see you.
Very nice to see you. Anyway.
I hope you have a lovely meal, at least some drinks on us.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
Bye. Well, it's such a personal thing, your spectacles, and it was so sweet that Janet and Carl said that I could have a look at all of their family's collection, and I'm so pleased we made a little bit of money for them, and they're all going to go out and have a lovely supper together.
The spectacles incurred no cost in being prepared for sale, and Sarah managed to sell them all for £55, which means that Janet and Carl received the whole lot as profit. Bon appetit. Time to return to Manchester, where Sarah has got an appointment with Anthony and those 2 atomic-style chairs. But will his decision to flock see him ending up in the dock?
Sarah's on her way to come and pick up these chairs, and to be honest, I think she's going to love them. Never done any flocking before, but I think they look absolutely amazing.
Well, I'm here to pick up my retro chairs. They had great atomic styling, but mouldy seat pads. So I'm hoping that Anthony has managed to create something that gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling and isn't a flock too far.
You can never tell what awaits inside Anthony's workshop, but it has to be an improvement on what Sarah left. 2 tired and mouldy chairs. The chairs are now unrecognisable as these 2 are dressed top to toe in pretty pink flocking. The seats themselves have been plumped and padded by Anthony and upholstered in a cerise pink material. The chairs have retained all of their style, but none of their old stuffiness. I just hope Sarah's prepared for what awaits.
Anthony!
Hello!
Aren't they fun? Look at that. Are you pleased?
Yes, like...
I've never seen anything like them.
I know. Yeah, I don't know whether it will make a comeback, but I like the way it all moulds into one, the colour.
And it's actually quite hard wearing, isn't it? Because they use it in cars. It is a high-end interior finish for cars, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And, yeah, I think, to be honest, I'm thinking about maybe a sideboard at home. The possibilities are endless.
I would like to come and have some cheese and pineapple served on your flocked sideboard, because I reckon you're combining the best of 1970s with this kind of look.
It may well be a 1970s look, but I'm sure it's not a 1970s price. The original estimate for the 2 chairs was £200.
Flocking is going to be the new big thing, but did it come out on budget?
So when we sent him away, he also requested a part of the fabric. So when the flocker was matching the fabric against the flocking stuff, he had to carefully colour match it. So there was like a cost in that, was an extra £20, which, to be honest, on the result of it, I think it's not bad at all.
He's made a great match, and as I said, I haven't seen anything like this before.
No.
And that's not in a bad way. You know, I think you might have started something here. You want to touch them all the time, and I think that somebody's going to love those. Flocking's the new big thing. Well done. Thanks so much.
Nice one, Anthony. Your pink chairs are sensational.
Well, I've definitely got that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's lovely to see a whole new finish on some furniture, and I think Anthony might have just started the flocking revolution.
I feel like a winner. Chairs are great. Sarah's happy. Job's a good one.
When Sarah spotted Mark at the tip, she was soon asking questions.
Are you chucking?
Yeah.
That's a silly question, isn't it? Because you're at the tip.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before Mark got the measure of Sarah.
I don't know what Sarah's going to do with them chairs, but I think it might be something mad.
Mad maybe, but beautiful nonetheless. That beauty was appreciated by an interior design shop, Lavish Home in Trolley, run by Donna, who was quick to snap them up.
I absolutely love these. They look amazing, they feel amazing. We can definitely sell these.
The more I see those chairs, the more I think they're growing on me. Sarah has returned to Walsaw to catch up with Mark to show him what became of his chairs.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for saying you'd come and catch up with us again. So, I saw you dropping off a couple of chairs at the recycling centre.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they were lovely. I don't often pick up a pair of chairs like that, but they had really good looks to them and lovely styling. I actually took them to a guy in Manchester called Anthony, and he's an upholsterer, and he had a really good idea for them. Are you ready? I've got some photos. I think this is probably how you remember them.
Yes.
Looking familiar?
Yeah.
OK, well, brace yourself, because this is how they look now. He flocked...
That's quite different.
I don't know if you remember flocking in the 1970s, all those, you know, that kind of fuzzy, velvety feeling.
That's very good, that is, isn't it?
Do you approve?
Yeah.
They are...
Changed.
They are changed, aren't they? They're really bright. It was their great shape that really helped them. So they've been sold to a luxury home boutique in Trolley, and I've got some profit. Not a massive amount, but a little bit here for you. I've got £25 here after the sale of your chairs, so that's for you.
Thank you very much.
I have to ask, So what might you do with 25 quid?
I might buy my ticket for the football.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, lovely. Well, it was great to catch up. Thank you so much for letting me take your chairs away. And they have been given a new lease of life. And if that buys you a ticket for the football, then I'm really pleased. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
Well, I just love that. A pair of chairs are going to get Mark a seat at the footy. Let's hope he's a winner there too.
The total cost for flocking the 2 chairs was £220, 20 above the original estimate. But Sarah was able to sell them for £245, which left Mark with a profit of £25. In Walthamstow, it's down to the wire, as Daniel works hard to be ready for Sarah's final visit.
The thing is with Sarah is you always, well, you never know what you're going to get from her. And you can try and estimate how long you think it's going to take for something to be done, but invariably it shoots over now and again. So that's what we're doing now. We're kind of scrambling it together at last minute.
Well, our little mirrored hall stand had great legs, but not many other redeeming features. So Dan is going to have to have given it a really good design injection if it's going to make some money.
Right from the start, this skip-bound hodgepodge was always going to be a challenge. But we need not have worried. Daniel has totally reinvigorated this piece of furniture, and in doing so has exceeded all our expectations. Adding stylish new legs, sanding and repainting the base. He's given this piece a whole new identity.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm really well, how are you?
Not bad, good to see you.
Wow.
There you go. This was that funny piece of furniture that was sort of half piece of furniture and half something stuck to a wall.
What have you done with it? The mirror looks different. Is that just because it's the full length of it?
Yeah, we've etched it, we've cut a new back for it, and we've put it onto the unit so it's freestanding. So it doesn't have to be against the wall anymore.
That's a really clever idea, because it's changed it from what was a low-on style, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Slightly impractical, into really rather cool.
Cool, stylish, unique, and unbelievably, considering its original form, practical.
Where do you see it now? Do you think it's definitely the bedroom, or?
Yeah, I think it works well in a hallway or a corner of a room where somebody can stand back from it and get dressed in front of it. And then you've got the drawer for your bits and bobs as well.
I have to hand it to you, Daniel. You have delivered big time. This is a great piece.
Can we talk budget?
Yeah, we're on budget.
Lovely. So 300 quid on that?
Yeah, great.
I think you've created a whole piece of furniture out of something that was cobbled together. So I'm very pleased with that. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Sarah.
Well done. Well, I'm really pleasantly surprised because Dan has taken what was just a random bundle of old bits and transformed them into a stylish, mid-century looking piece of furniture. And I think it's going to make some money.
The mirror unit belonged to Ash, who wasn't convinced that the elements of his old throwaway would stay together.
I don't know what I could do with that. Possibly make it into a unit on its own, without the mirror probably.
Daniel managed to keep the unit and mirror together, transforming them with style to give this tip find a whole new lease of life. And it didn't take long for a vintage and retro furniture boutique in Cheshire to say, "We'll have that, thank you very much." Owner Joel is mighty pleased with it.
I really love the detail in the mirror. It's really, really intricate and precise. I love the colour of the drawer, and the lining inside really sets that off. And the hairpin legs at the bottom just really finish it off. I think it's a really nice looking piece, and I think our customers are going to absolutely love it.
And now all that's left is for Sarah to hand over the profit.
Hello, Sarah. How are
Nice
you?
to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I said if I could do anything with your old mirror stand, I'd be
Yes.
back in touch, so here I am.
All right, okay.
Did you wonder what might have happened to it after we left you?
I did wonder. I wondered what you'd do with it, and would like to see what's become of it.
I took it up to London to this great guy called Dan, who specialises in surface pattern design. So I've got a picture of it. I think first, as you remember it. Is that looking familiar?
That's right, that's the one, yes.
After he'd finished with it, it looked like this.
All right.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's lovely. Yeah, I'll definitely have that back in our house. But,
Well, there's bad news. You can't have it back.
no.
Because somebody else has bought it.
Okay.
And I've got some money here to share with you. So I have, in fact,
All right.
£75 here for you.
Wonderful.
As a little gift.
Thank you very much. I think I'll donate it to the Stroke Association, seeing as it was my father-in-law's and he passed away because of a stroke. I think it'd be a nice gesture just to give them the donation for that.
That's such a generous thing to do. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us have it and for catching up today.
Daniel charged £300 for the makeover. Sarah sold the unit for £375, leaving £75 of profit, which will go to a stroke charity chosen by Ash. Sarah has saved 3 items from the Walsaw Recycling Centre. Mark's old chairs were radically reworked by Anthony. Daniel delivered some class with the mirror unit. And Sarah spotted the potential in Janet and Carl's old spectacles.
From tip-bound to tip-top, items have undergone amazing transformations and been given a whole new lease of life. And we proved along the way that it might be hard work, but you can make money for nothing. That's not going in there, is it?
How do you make money for nothing?
Ooh, that's got lovely legs.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
I'm now going to swan off.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate maker, buyer and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
Let's brainstorm a little bit and see what we can do with it. It is absolutely gorgeous.
She can transform her finds into desirable...
I'm speechless.
Valuable...
That looks amazing.
and hopefully saleable items. If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That's lovely. It's a lovely ending.
Woking in Surrey is where H.G. Wells wrote War of the Worlds. But today at the Recycling Centre, it's War on Waste. Soldier of salvage, Sarah is here to separate the dreamy from the dreadful. Do it up and sell on for cash.
You never know what's going to come in here. Follow me. We're going to find something fabulous.
Sarah needs to rescue 3 beauties from these bins that she thinks have the potential for profit. But don't you rush down your local tit, as Sarah has special permission to be here.
It is like a scrum up here, but I'm game on. I'm going to try and convert as many bits of rubbish as possible.
Keep your eye on the ball, Sarah. There might be something of interest in Christine's boot.
Hi there. Hello. Hello. I like the look of these.
Do you?
Ah, deck chairs. Makes me all nostalgic for my childhood holidays in Torquay.
They look really sweet. Have you had them a long time?
I have had them a long time and I've painted them, as you can see, just to make them look a bit brighter.
Well, they look lovely. Where did they come from originally? Were they new?
They weren't new, no. That's why they were painted. They're very old, actually, but they do still work.
The design for a portable adjustable chair was patented in 1886 by John Thomas Moore, who went on to manufacture the seaside seating in Macclesfield.
If it'd be OK to take them away, can I come and show you if I can do something with them?
Yes, absolutely.
That would be lovely. Happy clearing. Thank you so much for letting me have them.
OK, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
OK, thank you.
A fantastic first find for Sarah. Is Christine pleased to see her deck chairs avoid the skip?
Well, it's good to recycle things, isn't it? That's why we bring everything here, so hopefully she'll do something good with them.
The deck chairs will make for a quirky transformation, even by Sarah's standards. Any idea how they'll end up?
I think she might paint them and possibly make them into a table or something. I don't know. Wait and see.
There are a few things more nostalgic and joyful than a deck chair, but these ones, they have definitely seen better days. Their relaxing beach days are over, and if there's any money to be made here, they're going to need a total refurbishment.
And Sarah has just the maker in mind for this seaside salvage. Rupert Blanchard is a furniture designer and self-confessed hoarder. Of anything old, he can turn into gold.
I work mostly with reclaimed materials. These are found materials that other people have given up on, and I benefit from what other people throw away. But it's more than that. I spend a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of love in restoring things and somehow working people's rubbish back into their home as something brand new.
Well, you might have your work cut out making something for the home, because these things, I wouldn't even put them in the garden, frankly. Sarah's bagged one item, 2 more still to find.
It's bonkers up here. What was that? Was that your shoe rack?
Wine rack.
Wine rack. Now that's the right kind of size wine rack.
There'll be no Cabernet for you, Sarah. You're supposed to be working, remember? Luckily, you've spotted Delia, who's having a clear-out. Might she have something transformation-worthy?
Hello there. Oh, hello. What are you dropping off?
Oh, all the stuff out the shed and all the garage, just getting rid of it all.
Oh, well, don't get rid of it too quickly. This stuff looks amazing. How long have you had it?
Oh, it was my father's, and he used to keep all his tools and things in there.
I think that looks beautiful. Now
Well,
that's amazing.
like
Now have a look at that. Yeah, let me just pop that down there.
That was his from a bench.
Oh, I know. It's the vice, isn't it?
Delia's father was a carpenter. He used this wooden vice from the 1930s in his workshop.
That's a beautiful piece of wood, isn't it? All
We'll
that
have it if you want it.
If it would be possible, maybe to make a little group of the things that you're throwing away, if that's all right.
Yes, delighted.
And take them to some of my talented friends and see if there's something to be made out of them, because...
Well, I like to find a good home for things.
I'm sure that something can be done with it. Please, may I come and find you and show you what happens to it?
Yes.
Would that be all right? Beautiful, thank you.
Yes, that would be interesting.
Sarah's got herself the contents of Delia's shed. It's hard to imagine what'll come of this lot. Any ideas, Delia?
Well, I can't think what she's going to do with the screw exactly. There's several things, but there are the boxes. Boxes are always useful. You can always do something with boxes.
What a great collection of really old stuff. Not particularly useful as it is, but the marks and the age and the wear on this part of the vice are just so beautiful that it's going to be made into something that can be decorative and I'm sure make a profit. They know exactly who to take it to.
Meet Josh and Ollie, designers, wood experts and best buds. These boys really think outside the box, and the results are always interesting.
So I'm Josh and this is Ollie.
We work well together because we've both got interesting ideas.
When Sarah turns up with whatever she's managed to find at the tip, It's like problem solving, so you're faced with a problem and you've got to then turn that into a product. And it's really good. It's difficult and challenging, but it's a good process, isn't it?
Yeah, makes us think of new ideas that we wouldn't have otherwise thought of.
Well, these boys will certainly need to rely on their imagination for this project. That's 2 items tucked away, but Sarah can't put her feet up just yet. She's on the prowl for one more piece of tip treasure, and this time she's looking for something she can revamp herself.
That is the stuff of nightmares. Look at it, crushing beautiful pieces of furniture that I haven't managed to save. Let's get to work.
Perhaps the contents of Martin and Yvonne's boot will be to her liking.
Hi.
Hi there.
What is that?
It's an old sideboard of my dad's. No charity wants it.
There is a fine line between the haters and the lovers of the sideboard. So would it be possible to bring it out, have a closer look? I love the shape on the front. Oh, thank you.
It just screws onto the legs. There, Constantina, that's the unique feature. I think my mum bought it in the 60s because of that. Drinks cabinet and the drawers go in there.
I love the styling of it. I've never seen anything with those lovely curved fronts on it like this.
No.
And I'm charmed by it's the cutting the lemon, isn't it? It was the martini moment on that.
It's the definite 1960s gin and tonic, yes.
Yeah. I think it's one of the most exciting things I've seen at the recycling centre. I love its styling. Please, may I have it?
All yours. Saves me throwing it over into the skip.
If I can restore it or do something with it, can I come back and find you and show you what I've done?
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Well, I think this is lovely. I might have to ask you just one last thing. Any chance you give me a hand moving it over to there?
No problem at all. I'll give you a hand.
Thank you.
Sarah is one happy customer. But does Martin think she'll make this 60s sideboard desirable again?
It just needs a bit of subtle renovation, a bit clearing up at the top, bit of polish, new front on one of the knobs, and then you wouldn't know it's old.
What an absolutely fantastic find for a recycling centre. I think this sideboard has got bags of style as it is, and after we finish with it, who knows where this will go.
And with that, Sarah has her trio of items. Rupert will take on the pair of deck chair frames. Josh and Ollie will be tasked with the wooden vice and boxes. And Sarah will give the sideboard a much-needed style update.
Well, Woking has been really good to me. We have some fantastic things from this recycling centre. But now, the hard work begins.
Sarah's first stop is Margate on the southeast coast. A much-loved holiday destination, Margate was the first place to offer donkey rides on the beach. It even holds the prestigious title of Britain's best seaside town. Sarah's dropping off her dilapidated deck chairs to Rupert. Don't worry, Sarah, you can hire some new ones on the promenade for about £2 each, I think.
Sarah's on her way. I don't know what she's going to bring, but I'm hoping it's going to be a bit of a challenge, something new to me, something that I've never seen before, never worked on before. They're the best ones because you learn something new.
Well, where else do you bring a pair of bright yellow deck chairs but to beside the seaside? And Rupert. Rupert?
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, how are you?
What have you done? You've brought deck chairs to the seaside.
Where else?
We got loads of these here.
I bet they're in better nick than these, though, aren't they?
Oh, these are great, though. These are yellow. But how are you going to sit on them?
Over to you, I thought, on that one.
Right, OK. They're quite good. They're luxury versions because they had arms.
Do you want to put one up?
Right, OK. Well, I'll leave that to you because I don't know how to put a deck chair up.
Oh, it's really easy. It's, hold on, arms first. And that goes down there, and then that goes in there like that. Hold on.
OK.
You certainly don't make it look very easy, Sarah.
There you are.
There
Arms
you
up there.
go.
They're easier when they've got the seat cover on.
Wow. That's kind of great, but it's so twisted.
It's not great, is it? I did think maybe you could sort of stretch them out to make a pair of benches out of them as deck chairs. they're pretty much obsolete, aren't they? They're past their best. So anything you can do with them is better than where they're going.
I'm kind of thinking it would make some other kind of framework, maybe for a pair of bedside tables, just using the framework, not as seating anymore.
It sounds fantastic. A pair of Rupert bedside cabinets.
Yeah, I think you brought them back to the right place, back to the seaside, and let's see if we can get them back in someone's home.
Now you're talking, Rupert. We want those deck chairs to go from beachside to bedside. How much is it going to cost?
I don't know. This is quite a lot of work. I'm thinking about £200.
I'm really happy with that. 200 quid, 2 cabinets. I must be able to make a profit on that. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
Great.
Well, it's not really an obvious transition, is it? They've come to Margate as deck chairs. They're certainly not going to leave that way.
I'm looking forward to this one, but they're really rickety and really warped and bent timber, so what I've got to play with, I've yet to find out.
It's going to cost £200 for Rupert to turn those old yellow frames into bedroom furniture. Sarah could be onto a winner here. That is, if Rupert has enough wood to work with. Over to Sussex now, and just outside Chichester, Sarah's on her way to see Josh and Ollie with her collection of bits from the tip. And the boys are feeling positive. You'd think they'd have learned by now.
Sarah's on her way. Yeah, looking forward to whatever wonderful thing she's got for us.
Wonderful.
Hopefully we can turn it into something even more wonderful.
Well, this is such a lovely little time-worn collection of stuff. No idea what to do with it, though. Hi, guys.
Hiya.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you.
This looks cool. This looks amazing. Yeah, I like the vice.
It is such a random mixture.
Yeah.
I just don't know where to start with how to use it all. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, yeah.
In my experience, it's got to be beautiful, it's got to be useful, and it's got to have a mass appeal.
Maybe it could be like some sort of writing desk or console table kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And maybe like use this. We could make a little like stool leg to go with the desk.
So why don't we go for desk,
Yep,
stool,
yep.
and hopefully some kind of little desk lamp as well.
Beautiful. Sounds great.
The boys have a sweet plan to utilise as much of the collection as possible. What's the budget?
I'm thinking 650.
Any chance you can kind of screw it down to about the 600 mark?
Okay. Well done. Yeah. Well, yeah, for that pun, we could come down to 625 maybe.
OK, I'm out of here. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Give us a call when my exciting collection's ready. Well, that was a lot of stuff to drop off, lots of great ideas, and heaps of potential to turn a profit.
This is really cool. There's a lot of just good bits. Hope we don't screw it up.
I hope you don't either. Sarah has given Josh and Ollie a budget of £625 to turn that assortment of old bits and bobs into something saleable. It'll be a big job, but if they can pull it off, there could be some serious profit to be made. Good luck, lads. With 2 items successfully dropped off to our trusty artisans, Sarah is back home in West Sussex. She's ready to renovate her 60s sideboard.
Well, love it or hate it, to find a piece of furniture like this, well, that's amazing. Personally, I'm a lover.
Teak sideboards like this were all the rage in the 60s, often taking pride of place in a dining room.
I think it's got bags of style, and I'm hoping that with just a little subtle update, it'll become really desirable and the kind of thing that people just want to have back in their house.
The sideboard is structurally sound and in great condition. All Sarah has to do is beautify it. Her first job is to remove the dated fixings. Remember, Sarah? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
I think I might have been going the wrong way.
Oh, dearie me.
It'd be so nice if they just came off, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Sarah wants to get rid of the orange-tinged veneer finish. It's out with the sandpaper and the elbow grease.
definitely looking a bit paler, but it's still got that unattractive orange look.
Maybe it's time to upgrade your sander. Ah, yeah, that'll do the trick.
Still orange.
Oh, maybe not then.
Nothing is working as well as this and a bit of elbow grease. Bye-bye bingo wings.
That's it, Sarah. Who needs the gym? Upcycling is a workout in itself. Next, Sarah starts to add some detail. She's using masking tape to mark out a chevron pattern on the doors.
Oh, this is tricky.
She'll spray paint over the tape, then peel it off to reveal thin, sleek lines. Well, that's the plan anyway. Accuracy, precision and a steady hand are definitely required to get this right.
The problem with choosing a really crisp edge, smart pattern is if you get it wrong, everyone will be able to tell.
You're not filling me with confidence.
Well, I hope that's the hard work done. Now comes the fun. I'm going for gold.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this bit. Face mask on and ready, steady, spray.
That's not good, it's splodged everywhere. Look at it. It's not supposed to do that.
Well, it looks like the hard work isn't over yet, Sarah. Don't worry, you'll get there. Let's hope. Sarah has spent £20 on masking tape and spray paint, but she's still got a long way to go to make this sideboard saleable. Back to the seaside, Margate in Kent. It's all hands on deck for Rupert. He's getting to work on the yellow deck chair frames dropped off by Sarah.
What a beautiful pair of deck chairs they are not.
Rupert's promised Sarah a pair of bedside cabinets. How's he planning to do that?
Now that I look at them, I have no idea how I'm going to do that.
Well, off to a great start then.
I'm going to start cutting these out. Goggles on.
Rupert gets cracking by dismantling the deck chairs. The frames are held together with metal rivets.
These are horrible things to remove because the bolt heads and the backs have been riveted together inside the wood, so I can't sort of dig it out. I can't gouge it out without damaging the wood.
The frames are over 35 years old, so Rupert will need to be careful to make sure they come apart in one piece. He'll need to save as much of the timber from the frames as he can if he's got any chance of making 2 cabinets.
Oh, don't like the look of that. I heard some cracking and it's just split a little bit on the end.
Those flimsy frames, they don't seem to be coming apart as easily as he'd hoped.
I'm sure deck chairs used to break as soon as you sat on them. And now this one doesn't want to come apart at all. Wow, surprisingly tough.
Oh, it looks like he's finally getting somewhere. There you go, Rupert. You're cooking with gas.
This is a pretty scary part of the project because all I've got left now is a big pile of sticks. And I did promise Sarah furniture. So somehow now I've got to turn this pile of firewood into something great.
No pressure then.
I've cut enough pieces to make one of these tables now. Hopefully this will make the skeleton framework for one piece. This is one big jigsaw puzzle, but I haven't got a picture. So, not as easy.
Well, no one said it was going to be easy, though that does look like it's starting to take shape.
With a handful of screws, a bit of glue, and a little bit of labour, this will be something great for Sarah, I promise.
I certainly hope so. After some fixing, measuring and a lot of assembling, it's coming together nicely.
That's the rough idea of the framework, and it's not terrible. It's along the lines, definitely, of what I imagined. I've still got a long way to go. I've got to glaze the sides, put a base in, somehow make a top, and then I've got to do it all again for the second one.
No time to waste, Rupert. Back to West Sussex. Josh and Ollie are getting to grips with the wooden vice and boxes. Sarah's asked for a desk to encase the old oak drawer, a stool to be made from the wooden vice, and a lamp from any bits left over. Despite the hefty budget, it's still a tall order. What's the plan, boys?
Plan's still making a desk and a little stool to go with it, yeah?
Yeah.
So I guess the first job then is making the frame legs that we were going to do and like a carcass for the top as well.
Yeah, and then after that we can have a little think about the stool that we want to make.
Right, let's go grab some boards and get cracking, eh?
Yeah.
The boys are using planks of locally sourced English oak to be cut to size to make the frame and the legs of the desk.
I reckon we get most of what we need out of these two bits.
Ollie is using a table saw. That will give him precise cuts and minimise wastage. Once the wood is cut, it's put through the planer to smooth both sides of the oak. This creates a nice flat surface. With the desk frame underway, Josh moves on to the stool.
So we're going to use this as the top of the stool and try and use this little guy as one of the legs. And then it's going to be a four-legged stool, so I'll get the other three legs out of this oak dowel.
Josh begins by preparing the seat of the stool. He's using a Japanese handsaw to remove excess wood from the old vice. Unlike typical saws, it works by cutting on the pull rather than on the push. Very energy efficient, I should think.
It's got a lovely character and loads of saw cuts and kind of, you can see the history in there, so it's nice. But I think just need a little bit of sanding down and smoothing off before you'd really want to sit on this.
Yeah, Josh, I don't think Sarah will be happy with a seat that gives splinters. Ollie's making good progress on the desktop. This will hold the old oak drawer. With the wooden frame clamped to allow the glue to set, Josh now takes on the legs of the stool. The boys need these to splay out at a 30-degree angle, and it's all sounding rather complicated.
Just making extra doubly sure that this is all working out right, because you've got like two angles coming in here, and then also you've got the swivel of the bed of the pillar drill as well, so there's three factors that change everything. So if you don't get it right, all of these legs are just going to be all over the place.
The pillar drill cuts holes using a revolving circular press. With any luck, it'll be perfect.
Right, so that's that one done. That's good. Hopefully the next three holes will just work exactly the same. And that's all the complicated bits over, so yeah, chuffed that that's worked.
You're not out of the woods yet. There's still the desk to go. And didn't you promise Sarah some kind of lighting too?
Well, one thing in the back of my mind is that I know Sarah wanted us to make a lamp out of this, but at the moment we've put so much time into the other bits, I'm not sure if it's going to happen.
Why don't we keep that between us for the moment, lads? Best of luck. Back we go to Sarah's. She's about to find out if spray painting the sideboard has worked out.
Very satisfying. I think the chevrons might be working.
I always had faith in you, Sarah. When Sarah found the old sideboard, it was stylish but needed a serious update. But now, boy oh boy, has Sarah delivered. This classic mid-century piece has undergone a very trendy transformation indeed. Sarah's stripped the orange finish to reveal smart teak underneath. The addition of black and gold chevrons adds a contemporary twist, making this 60s piece swing. The painted black base contrasts with the body of the unit, while simple handles along with the gold feet bring it all together. Beautiful and functional. Good job, Sarah.
So what do you think? Personally, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it did have a lovely, strong shape to begin with, but I'm hoping all that I've done to it has just enhanced that.
At the tip, Sarah was love-struck when she saw the sideboard.
I think it's one of the most exciting things I've seen at the recycling centre.
Martin hoped she could give it a facelift.
It just needed a bit of subtle renovation, a bit clearing up at the top, bit of polish, new front on one of the knobs, and then you wouldn't know it's old.
Sarah took to social media to post pictures of the sideboard in the hope of finding a buyer. But did she secure a sale? Now she's back in Woking to show Martin and Yvonne the transformation of their 60s sideboard.
Hello, Sarah. Nice to meet
see
you again. Do you remember
Hello.
Yvonne?
Oh, yes, I do. Hello, Yvonne. Come on out. How are you doing? So I was so excited when I saw you turning up at the tip with your sideboard. Did you wonder what I might do with it or anything you didn't want me to do with it?
Ideally, I wouldn't want it sprayed gold or silver, but on the other hand, if somebody's done something to it and it's improved it, then what can I say?
OK, well, it was actually something I worked on, and there's bad news, because
there is a bit of metallic, is there?
Tiny bit of gold.
Okay,
Tiny bit of gold. OK, I've got some pictures here to show you. I hope you're not offended. Your sideboard now looks like that.
I like that.
So it has just a few tiny gold lines.
No.
Oh, that's all right.
I like that, actually.
Really? Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Well, I've managed to sell it, and I've got the money here for you.
Oh.
I've got you 355 quid.
£55. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this. This is actually going to charity.
All of that, you're
All of
amazing.
that, because it was my mum's. And therefore, I think maybe somebody else should now benefit from it.
I'm so pleased I made that money for you, and to give that to charity is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Really good to catch
And
up.
thanks very much for doing it.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Any more sideboards you got, I'll be at the recycling centre soon.
And don't spray them silver or gold.
I won't. Thanks very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Sarah spent just £20 revamping the retro sideboard. She sold it to a private buyer for an impressive £375, giving Martin and Yvonne a cracking profit of £355, which they'll donate to Macmillan Cancer Support. Back in Margate, Sarah's on her way to Rupert. She left him with 2 warped deck chair frames. But did he have enough timber to make the pair of bedside cabinets he promised her?
This one was pretty fun. I had a few things go wrong during the making, but resolved them. I'm happy with what I've made, and I made her a little something extra as well.
Ooh, I do like a surprise.
Well, it's a bit breezy for deck chairs today, so I hope that Rupert has come up with another use for them and transform them into something I can sell.
When Sarah spotted these retro rickety frames, their deck chair days were over. But now, Rupert has repurposed the warped wood into a stunning pair of bedside cabinets. He's used every inch of timber from the yellow frames, and he's added extra wood salvaged from the beach right here in Margate. How's that for staying true to the seaside theme? Rupert even chose sky blue paint to complement the sunny yellow of the deck chairs. I love them, but what will Sarah think?
Hello.
Oh, glad you're here. Come in.
Oh, don't they look like fun? How are you doing?
I am good. These were a little bit of a trial to start with, But I'm glad your initial reaction, you seem to like them.
Fab. Fun, exciting, really cool little things. And if they were inspired by those ropey old deck chairs, then, you know, I think you've done really well there. Aren't
Excellent.
they sweet?
The thing is, I had a little bit of material left over, surprisingly, because it didn't look like much was left, but I made you something a little bit extra.
A Rupert bonus?
Yeah, okay.
Go on then, where is it?
This. Okay, so I have also made for you
Wow.
a lamp. Okay, so this are all the bits I had left from the deck chair. I bolted them together. I've used a lampshade that I found in a skip. I've had a professional do the wiring for it. I don't normally make lamps. I really like this, and if you don't, I will happily keep it.
I hate to tell you this, but there's no way you're having that. That is the icing on the cake for this lot. What a joyful thing.
The lamp complies with all UK safety standards. You've smashed it out the park again, Rupert. But how has the bonus lamp affected the £200 budget?
It was actually quite a bit extra.
Brace yourself, Sarah.
I'm going to have to charge you £260 for all of this.
I'm walking away with a profit all day long on that. Congratulations, you've stormed it.
Thank you.
See that? That's somebody who's just picked up the first ever Rupert table lamp. Oh, and 2 fantastic cabinets as well.
At Woking Tip, Sarah was chuffed to bits to get her hands on the deck chairs.
Happy clearing. Thank you so much for letting me have them.
OK, you're welcome.
Christine was happy for them to have a chance at a second life.
Hopefully she'll do something good with them.
Sarah advertised the cabinets and light for sale, and they didn't stick around for long. The bedside tables were snaffled at one of Sarah's barn sales. And the desk lamp sold to a lighting store in Cornwall. Now Sarah is in Addleston near Woking to show Christine what became of her deck chairs and to hand over some cash.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So, I found you chucking out your old deck chairs and clearing out the shed, is that right?
Yes.
And talk me through those deck chairs. You'd had them for ages, hadn't you?
I've had them for a very long time. They're very old, and I decided to paint them yellow to brighten them up.
What do you think might have happened to them?
Well, because the wood wasn't very thick, I thought perhaps you'd make a small coffee table or side table or something like that.
Clever minds think alike. They went to Margate and to a guy called Rupert. So I've got some pictures here to show you.
Oh,
Made
you
them into a
kept them
pair of
yellow.
side tables. What do you think?
Brilliant. Well, it's good that they were something out of nothing, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, there's a bonus as well, because he made the tables, but he had a little bit of wood left over, so he thought he'd make a light as well.
Oh, wow.
So what do you think of that lot?
That's brilliant.
And I managed to sell them at a profit.
Did you?
Yeah. So for your deck chair, I have got £190.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, thank you.
What might you do with that?
Well, maybe a new deck chair.
Oh, fantastic. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Really lovely to catch up.
Much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rupert charged £260 to transform the deck chair frames into a pair of cabinets and a lamp. Sarah sold the lot for an amazing £450, leaving Christine with a profit of £190. Result. With the revamped sideboard and the repurposed deck chairs off to new homes, Sarah is in West Sussex. Can Josh and Ollie make it a clean sweep with their transformation? The boys are confident they can.
I think we're happy with the result, aren't we?
I think it's turned out really nicely, yeah.
Well, I left Josh and Ollie with a real mixed bag of stuff to make things out of. I'm hoping they managed to make a desk and a chair, maybe even a light.
When Sarah spotted this collection of wooden bits at the tip, she was stumped as to how Josh and Ollie could make them useful again. But would you believe it? They've hit the nail on the head. Using the old vice and drawer, Josh and Ollie have produced a beautiful bespoke writing desk and stool set. For the desk, they've highlighted the age of the reused parts by combining them with fresh, locally sourced English oak. This contrast of light and dark wood creates a contemporary style. Better still, the old workbench drawer and boxes are now incorporated as practical storage compartments. Then there's the stool, made from the 70-year-old vice. It tested the boys' mathematical skills to the limit to get the angles of the legs just right. This writing desk and stool make me want to put pen to paper. But wait, where's the lamp for Sarah?
Hello. Hi. Hey. Oh, it worked. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Wow, what's it made out of?
Well, it's all oak.
What happens over there?
That's the other little
Oh, how sweet.
compartment thing that you gave us.
Oh, that's not... Look at that, boys. Well done, it came together.
Yeah, we're really pleased with it, actually.
I bet you are. I didn't expect it to look like that. That's a much more generous desk, isn't it? Very clever, sharp piece of design, isn't it?
We aim to please.
Yeah. No lamp?
Unfortunately not.
No, sorry about that.
What did you do with it? Oh my goodness, is that it? I can't believe it. You naughty boys.
Cheeky. They've turned it into a mallet for their workshop. Let's talk money.
625 quid was the ballpark budget we left for it.
It was a lot of work, but, you know, we always want to try and keep to the budget.
I think you've done that for 625. I'll say thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you where it goes. Thank you.
Cool.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
They're naughty boys, aren't they? Look what they did with my light. But I forgive them because the desk and the little stool, well, that's a lovely, sharp, crisp piece of design. Just what I've come to expect from these lads.
It's nice to hear her say, in her mind, she thought she was going to see like a tiny little desk. And it obviously wasn't. Oh, that mallet. Oh, did you hear the power of it? Unstoppable.
Whoa, that would have made a pretty powerful lamp. Back at the dump, Sarah was onto a winner with Delia's collection, all cleared out from her dad's old workshop.
I really like this. I think it's beautiful.
And Delia was delighted she didn't have to throw it all in the wood skip.
I like to find a good home for things.
Sarah wasted no time in sharing pictures of the desk and stool online. And it was bought by boutique hotel Monacle Moor in Perthshire in Scotland. Owner Tom absolutely loves his purchase.
Absolutely love it. It's great, you know. It's just a very pretty thing.
Sarah has travelled to Addleston to hand the profit to Delia and show her what became of her items.
Hello, Delia. Hi there.
Hello, Sarah.
Very nice to see you
Nice
again.
to see you again.
I'm here because I said I'd come and find you if there was something to be done with your eclectic collection of stuff. Did you wonder what might have happened to all those lovely bits?
I could only think really of two things. Perhaps a lamp stand, you know, the base for a lamp, or perhaps the base of a table or something like that.
Those ideas were both things that we discussed because they really did lend themselves to the lighting. So I went to two guys that I work with down near Goodwood called Josh and Ollie, and after a bit of discussion they came up with an idea, and I've got a picture here to show you of how it ended up. Are you ready?
I'd love to see it. Oh! No, I didn't think of anything like that. Isn't that lovely?
Do you like it?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Do you think your father, who obviously a fantastic maker, do you think that would be okay with him?
Oh, yes, yes. To think that after all these years, that, you know, something could be done with it, and I'm so glad I rescued it.
Well, so am I, and actually it's been bought, and some profit for you as well. I have got £74 here for you.
Gosh.
After we paid Josh and Ollie for all their hard work, but that's for you.
Isn't that marvellous? Oh, I think that's absolutely lovely.
I'm always curious to know, is there anything that comes to mind that you might spend that money on?
Well, I know there is a refuge for women around here somewhere. I have the means to get money to them. I think I'll do that.
Well, that is lovely. Such a generous thing. It's great that I happened to be at the tip the day you were there. They were lovely old things.
Yes, absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for all your time today, and lovely to catch up.
Yes, and thank you very, very much.
I shall be hanging around in Woking Recycling Centre, hoping to see you again soon.
Well, you never know.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Josh and Ollie charged £625 to turn the old vice and drawers into a desk and stool set. Sarah sold the pair for £699, leaving Delia with a profit of £74. Sarah salvaged 3 items that were destined for the dump. Rupert made the sun shine again for the deck chairs. Josh and Ollie worked wonders for Delia's vice and bits. And Sarah's transformation of the 60s sideboard brought it into the 21st century.
Wow, well, 3 amazing items to find at the recycling centre and 3 fantastic transformations. And finding them new homes, well, that's just the icing on the cake. Well, you haven't got anything I can recycle, have you?
How do you make money for nothing?
Wow, look at that.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
Well, don't get rid of it too quickly. This stuff looks amazing.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate maker, buyer and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
Don't know what to say.
Did you drag it here behind the truck?
She can transform her finds into desirable...
It's enormous.
Valuable...
Isn't that fantastic?
And hopefully saleable items.
It's just giving me goosebumps.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Thank you very much. Marvellous.
Welcome to Walsaw Recycling Centre near Birmingham. When it comes to filling skips, this place is fast and furious. Sarah's on a mission to turn your trash into hard cash.
Well, it's like the floodgates have opened because people are pouring in here. But I just need to find those little bits that I know are going to float a profit.
But before you zip down to your local tip, be warned. Sarah has special permission to seek out 3 items that she can rejuvenate, repurpose and sell on for a profit. First to pique Sarah's interest is Jenny. But has she a car full of possibilities?
You having a clear out?
Just a little.
What are you doing? Are you on the move?
No, we're just having a big sort out.
OK.
All the rubbish.
Looks like you've got some interesting bits and pieces.
We've got some bits and pieces there, yes.
Where's it all come from then? Is it the garage or...?
Attic, 1 bedroom, 1 junk room, and that's it.
OK. Do you think there's anything here we might be able to recycle?
I don't know what we got. All sorts of bits and pieces.
These are quite cute, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're great.
A pair of them? So, do you know when they were last used?
Probably 12, 18 months ago.
OK.
Because we stick them on the top of the cupboard when we're watching telly in bed.
Oh, right,
It's the easy way to do it.
So have you still got the bits for them?
I don't know. It's amongst this lot if we have.
OK. They've got a kind of retro appeal, haven't they?
Haven't they?
I quite like those. I'm just wondering if there's anything else in here that might sort of go with them. Can I have a quick rummage?
Don't know. Have a rummage.
Fab. Might keep that.
You carry on. You know what you're after. I don't know.
Well, do you know something? I just think that you never know what you can do with stuff like this.
No.
It's quite interesting.
Never know.
I think that might be my lot. If I can make anything out of that, shall I give you a shout?
You do that.
Fantastic. Thank you ever so much.
It's rubbish to me.
And to the rest of us, Jenny, and to the rest of us.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked she wanted it. But if she could use it, then fine. I couldn't think what she might do with it, but there you go.
Well, this is certainly a random selection of stuff, but these TVs are just so cute. Everybody else has got like 52-inch ones, and these ones are about 5 inches. I think they've got a personality all of their own, and I know somebody who just loves this type of thing.
I must say, it's a relief to hear you say that, Sarah. Introducing Mark Haig, Robo-Chap. Mark uses his years of engineering know-how to create one-of-a-kind bespoke robots from just about anything.
My dad was a clock repairer, and I would sit in front of a 3-bar electric fire as a 7-year-old kid, and I'd get some bits of clocks from my dad, get bits of Meccano, and I'd make some kind of mad robot. And 40 years later, I'm still doing the same stuff.
To make these mechanical marvels come to life, each one even comes with its own backstory.
I can create these fun stories that go with the robots, and the combination of it having this interesting story that goes with it makes for a really unique object.
And if anyone can make something unique with all this, it's Mark. Righty-ho, that's 1 off the list and 2 to go. And while some items are well protected...
Anything in there for me? No?
Others are not protected enough.
I've never played a violin before, can you tell?
Yes, we can tell. Could Martin and Annette have something more palatable in their trailer? Something to bag Sarah some cash, perhaps?
I can see clouds of woodworm dust coming out of that. What are you throwing away?
It's basically wood chippings from an old shed that's been stored for probably 30 years.
OK.
So
not yours, then?
It's not mine. No, we bought the house, and now we're clearing the shed out. So,
OK. There is definitely something active in your shed, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I mean, it's good firewood. Anybody wanted it for firewood, but other than that, for us, it's got no use, and it's in the tip.
What about the bags, though?
I don't know where he's got those from, to be quite honest with you.
Michigan beans. That doesn't sound like Birmingham, does it? Well, odd though it might seem, those dusty old sacks, because they've got that original writing on them, people love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So amongst all the sort of stuff that's coming out, those would be quite interesting to see if I could salvage them and make something out of them.
Yeah. Oh, you're more than welcome, because all I was going to do was put them in the skip anyway. Yeah?
OK,
Right,
well,
so
I'm going to fold those up and say thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Put those in my little pile of treasures.
Little pile of treasures. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Sarah.
If I can do something with them. I'm not sure what it will be, but can I come and see you at your house and show you what I've done?
Yeah, no problem at all. We're surprised that Sarah wanted the sacks. I mean, they're interesting enough with the terminology on them and that, but what she's going to do with them, who knows? Yeah, I mean, a sack's a sack, isn't it?
You're not wrong there, Martin. A sack is indeed a sack.
Well, I keep asking myself, why did I save these? They are moth-eaten, they are dirty, they are well past their best. But there is one redeeming feature. It's the typography. The fact it's American, this fantastic, really strong circle with all the writing on it. It's all about beans. I mean, there's something about it that is just fantastic.
And luckily for us, Sarah knows a guy who would almost certainly agree with her. If you want a bag, then go and see Neil Ragg. Neil is a whiz with a sewing machine. His mission is to rescue tough and rugged materials otherwise headed for the skip. Neil turns them into high-end holdalls that will last a lifetime.
Well, these days there's too much going into landfill. We've got a finite amount of space where we can bury stuff. So if I can prevent it from going into landfill and make something beautiful from it, that's the plan. Most of the bags I make are from old sofas. It could be old army tents or scout tents. If I can get a needle through it, then I can turn it into a bag, and a bag that looks like it would cost hundreds or thousands of pounds from the high street.
With all the holes in these bags, getting a needle through them will not be difficult. Making them worth something is a different story altogether. Two items loaded into the money-for-nothing van. Now it's time for Sarah to search for her own pound-making project.
Maybe. It depends how old it is, though. So, sort of 1950s stuff. Isn't he friendly? Right, buddy, you better get in there. We've got some work to do.
Yes, you do, Sarah. And hopefully it will be Barry's furniture that piques your interest.
Hiya.
Hiya.
They're nice. Are they going that way?
Well, that's the intention, yes.
Where have they come from?
We're basically clearing out a relative's house. She passed away recently.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
They are lovely. So they don't appeal to you? They wouldn't fit into your house?
We've got too much rubbish as it is.
I really like things like this. I think they're far too nice to end up in there.
But it is a shame, yes.
But if it's not your house, I know, right? Oh, look at that, look. So these probably bought in the 1950s.
I would say that, yeah.
These are a cracking pair of chairs. If you didn't mind me taking them rather than ending up in there, I'd be really pleased to try.
Please do. It seems such a shame to throw them.
And what about that? Did that have sort of those lovely spider plants or something?
Yes, yes, full of spider plants.
Yeah, it's just such a classic look. Well, I tell you, as a little group, a pair of retro chairs and a lovely little plant stand, they're the kind of thing that people love, you know, this sort of retro look.
That's right.
Particularly those sort of 1950 legs. Can I take them away?
Please do.
Fantastic. And can I keep in touch as well? Because I'd love to be able to show you what happened to them or where they go to. Would that be all right?
Yeah, it'll be fine, yes.
Fantastic.
Well done, Sarah. 2 chairs and a plant stand. Good luck with that. What are Barry's thoughts?
Well, I suspect that Sarah will probably renovate them because they're worth a little bit of attention, especially the plant. I mean, that's quite a classic little item, that is. And the chairs are very nice as well.
So have you noticed? These chairs are Urkel. These are British-made, stylish, collectible. There are heaps of people out there who absolutely love this furniture. And grouped together with this 50s plant stand, they look fantastic.
There you have it, 3 items found. Mark will get switched on with Jenny's mini TVs and bits. Neil will grapple with Martin's printed sacks. And Sarah will tackle Barry's chairs and plant stand.
Well, they might have wanted to bin it, but I want to bling it. Now's the time to turn those diamonds in the rough into money-making gems.
Manchester, hailed for its industrial past. It is now becoming a thriving hub for furniture designers and digital artists, as well as many others from the creative industries. One such gentleman is Mark, who's waiting patiently for Sarah's challenge.
I'm looking forward to Sarah coming down to my studio. Hopefully it's something metallic that I can work with, but I'm prepared to work with whatever she gives me.
Glad to hear you say that, Mark.
Well, I picked up some random stuff at the recycling centre in the past, but this lot, well, this has to take the biscuit. I brought it to Mark, and I'm hoping he's going to recycle this into a robot with attitude.
Mark? Hi.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really well. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. What have you brought me this time?
Well, I saw these, and obviously I immediately thought of you.
That's nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
That's like a laser gun.
It is. Actually, it was these little bad boys that made me think. I just thought, you know, like little spacemen, like helmets. So I thought,
definitely.
if anybody can do anything with them, it's going to be you. What do you reckon?
Look, Yeah, I reckon I can build with those. And I'm looking on the back. It's got a video input on the back.
Right, OK, that's a good thing then.
It's a good thing. That one hasn't.
OK.
So I don't know what I'd do with that one. I could make something with it.
Right.
But this is my preference.
OK, well, let's pop that one down there. When I saw them, I thought they had a bit of attitude. I was kind of thinking maybe some, like, punk styling or something like that. But I bought you these other bits in case they're useful. Put them in the bin, add them to the stash if not. But there's definitely something about these little bits that they looked quite cool in the yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I think something like that might work, mightn't it?
I like that.
It's totally up to you because I know you are the robot master.
Robot master he may be, Sarah, but what happens when the robots take over and Mark becomes their slave? Right, no more coffee for me today.
Any little surprises, or shall I wait till I come back?
I think you should wait. I think there's something else I might be able to do with it.
OK.
To make it a bit more interesting, but leave it with me.
Hit me with a ballpark budget then. What kind of price are we looking at to make that an all singing, all dancing new robot?
Well, he's going to end up being sort of that kind of size,
OK.
isn't he? So he's going to be quite a big fella. About 150 quid.
OK.
Something like that, 160 quid.
Yeah, I'd say that budget's absolutely fine. I love the 80s, so as much 80s singing and dancing in that would be fantastic. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
OK, bye now.
Well, Mark's channeling the 1980s. I've always loved a bit of Dire Straits, maybe a bit of Money for Nothing. I can see that robot. It's going to be right on track.
It's going to be an interesting one. It's working with plastic, which isn't the perfect thing that I like to work with, but I've got some nice ideas for it in my head, so fingers crossed it should go well.
I have complete faith in you, sir. Mark has a budget of £150 to create an 80s-themed robot from this tray of bits and bobs. Am I excited about this one? Affirmative. Marlow, Buckinghamshire, a town with a rich history going back 1,000 years. Around 30 miles west of central London, its ideal location on the River Thames makes it home to one of Britain's premier rowing clubs, producing Olympic oarsmen like Sir Steve Redgrave. But are Sarah's printed sacks going to seem like an Olympian task for Neil?
Always looking forward to new challenges. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't fun doing something that was out of your comfort zone. So, yeah, slightly nervous to see what bizarre thing that she's going to bring.
Here I am in super smart, quintessentially English Marlow with an absolute load of old rubbish. I know Neil's got a sense of humour. I just hope he finds something to laugh about with this lot.
Hi, Sarah, how are you?
I'm really well, how are you doing?
Excellent, I'm very nervous.
Are you?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know what you've got in your hands.
I'm hiding it, it's that bad.
Oh, no. So, what are you hiding behind your back, Sarah? What do we have?
Hi.
Hi, well, the sacks. We've got sacks.
They've got a lovely print on them and they are covered in, I haven't touched them at all, they are tip fresh and they are covered in cobwebs. But they have got beautiful print on them.
So where do we think they've come from?
These have been used as wood store for 30 years.
And before
American.
that, they came from Michigan.
Yeah, they are virtually unusable. There's probably enough here to make.
Oh, man, look at that.
Do you like it?
Yeah. We've got Michigan casserole and Michigan navy beans. Well, they look great. I mean, it's an ordinary sack otherwise, isn't it? It's a very standard sack. But with the logos, they're lovely.
I must say Neil's enthusiasm for the old sacks is putting my mind at ease. And getting me excited about what he'll do with them.
You could just keep things really low cost on this. So keep it simple and just make them into simple shopping bags, you know, adding a lining to it. Leather strap, you know, it doesn't add any extra time to do this, but you've got something that there's not going to be any more of these on the planet.
That sounds great. I mean, there's 3 there that look like they might work. That one is shoddy.
Yeah, maybe not.
And that one, maybe
fine.
some of it. OK, so if we're looking at potentially 4 bags here, what kind of money do you want me to leave you with as a whole
for transforming that into 4, or price, whichever way you want to price it?
Well, if I'm going to make something very simple, a simple shopping bag, you know, you're looking at a tenner each, that's all.
Perfect. I tell you what, I'll give you 50 quid and see what you can do with the offcuts.
Okay.
You'll think of something.
Yes, okay, thank you. A sack's a sack, you know, and they're standard sacks, but the fact that she's found something that is utterly unique is very exciting because the logo is really cool. So it is something that not many people are going to own, 4 people possibly on the planet.
There are not many people as enthusiastic and creative as Neil Ragg. He seems like he's going to take up the challenge with relish, and I cannot wait to see what he does with those old sacks.
But with a budget of just £50, will they be strong enough to deliver the goods? In beautiful Sussex, Sarah is about to begin her own challenge. And she's happy to be working on a furniture favourite.
Always lovely when Urkel shows up at the recycling centre. It's a sweet pair of chairs here, and this plant stand is oozing 1960s. I want to make these really sing. I thought loads of colour on them, and perhaps turning this plant stand into something slightly more useful as well as being beautiful. First things first, they need a really good clean-up.
Urkel dates back to the 1920s, and it was established in High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire. The company's ability to perfect steam bending their woods took them into mass production. Their furniture became a hit in post-war Britain.
You can't beat a lovely bit of British-made Urkel. Fantastic legs, beech frame on the seat, and really stylish. So if I can paint them and get rid of this tired, old, orange-looking varnish, and I think they'll look really smart.
I'll be the judge of that, Sarah. Scrubbing done, time for some painting.
I've got some lovely colours here, and I think I'm just going to paint each individual element a different colour and see how it turns out. My plan is to paint it, rub it down a bit so it smooths it and makes it look really soft, and then lacquer the whole lot so it's got a sort of semi-gloss to it. I like that bit best.
To get the best result when painting Urkel, treat it very gently for around 30 days after completion. This is because paint doesn't reach its hardest point till then.
I love colours together. I love pinks, I love greens. I love them to be bright and fresh. I like natural, beautiful, mossy colours. But most of all, I just love stuff that makes you really happy when you look at it.
Yeah, like a very colourful picture of me, for example. I get it.
You can update Urkel with colour and it looks really good. It's not everybody's cup of tea, because some people like it really pure, just as it came off the factory line. But for me, if it sells it and it makes it look lovely, then I'm happy to paint it. Well, I've got a bit of experimenting to do, but I think this will probably work. What do you reckon? A bit of that next?
Probably best I leave the colour choices to you, Sarah.
It's as good as any.
Sarah has spent £10 so far on materials, and hopefully this colourful approach is the bright idea that will help us turn a profit. While Sarah cracks on, it's time to head to Manchester, where Mark has begun the process which will hopefully introduce a new character to the world.
So I normally work by putting my parts down on my table, seeing how it looks as a sort of two-dimensional sculpture. 1980s kind of feel of a body, some arms, something like that, just to get a feel, and some legs, something like that. But to be honest with you, as I'm looking at it, I'm not really feeling it as a sculptor. It doesn't really appeal to me. So I'm going to go against Sarah, which I might get into trouble for, and I'm going to change the design. I've got to do what I feel, so that's what I'm going to do.
Mark, we trust you. Go for it. Even though the TV is 80s plastic, Mark believes that a steampunk theme is the way forward. Steampunk is a term that originated from science fiction novels. It takes its inspiration from the Industrial Revolution, Victorian Britain and the American Wild West.
I've got various wooden boxes around and things. Somewhere around here I've got something that is the right size. It's already got that kind of steampunk feel to it with the dark wood, but I'm going to dress it as well. So there'll be dials on there and knobs and sort of steampunk dressings on there. At the moment I'm just getting it for scale.
Which is where the fun part of the process really kicks in.
I'm just going to go to my leg collection.
A leg collection. Every robot maker's dream.
I'm feeling that a lot more. It's looking a lot nicer. As a scale, I'm quite happy with that.
Once Mark is happy with the scale, it's a case of layering on parts from his treasure trove of bits and pieces to help give the robot character.
So I'm going to put the legs on. That entails drilling through the tin on here. I'm ambidextrous, which always comes in useful when you're building robots.
Very handy.
Looks like we've got ourselves half a robot. So I'm going to have a look in my arm collection and see if I can find something else.
Arm collection, also very handy.
Maybe they're the kind of steampunk feel to them. And just temporarily, I'm just going to put the head on the robot just to see where we're up to as a sculpture. It needs a neck, but it's getting there. It's looking something like what I was expecting it to look like.
I like this steampunk look. Might even give it a try myself. Over in Marlow, Buckinghamshire, Neil Ragg is about to begin the task of producing bags for life from old sacks that had no future at all.
It's a lovely looking logo, although they are obviously old, which adds to their charm. So I'm going to have to do something to maybe reinforce to avoid these holes, the fraying bits, and make a bag that is going to stand the test of time as well as look nice.
Good plan, Neil. Let's do this.
We're going to use these old curtains, just line the inside of the bag.
Neil has decided to use curtains as the lining material, as it is soft but strong fabric that will not tear, and has the Brucey bonus of feeling nice to the touch. Excellent.
Relatively simple, just sewing the two right sides together, and then I'll turn them inside out, and that way we've got no raw edges, it's nice and neat, a very simple bag, but will look quite different to any other bag for life you get. Right, I think this is ready for another iron. Well, the combination of the old grotty sacks and the pretty curtains is going to look pretty good, I think.
I'm going to have to take your word for that, Neil.
Right, so we've got the sack, we've got the lining now. We're going to stitch it inside out to make the bag and then just attach some handles.
Neil is wonderfully reassuring. But will these frayed old bags play their part in becoming easy on the eye and strong enough to make Sarah a profit? In Sussex, Sarah is hard at work putting the finishing touches to the chairs and the plant stand.
I've got some really fine copper sheet here, and what I want to do is put some little caps on the end of the front two legs just to make them look really beautiful.
Any enhancement in the beauty department is always welcome. When Sarah found this trio, they each possessed a one-way ticket to Dumpsville. But not anymore. The two chairs are now colour-tastic, with variations of blue leading the way. Copper sheets round off the spectacle, as well as linking it with the contrasting copper spray covering the plant stand. Good job, Sarah.
I reckon these blues are working really well together. I'm a big blue fan, and I think getting rid of those softer, babyish colours has really sharpened these up. Now we've got a plant stand and a pair of chairs. I think they can either be sold all together or perhaps just the pair of chairs separately. But time now to get these out there. See who wants them.
Sarah first caught sight of this lot as Barry was about to consign them for eternity to the skip.
I really like things like this, and I think they're far too nice to end up in there.
It is a shame, yes.
A shame indeed, until of course our Sarah saw their potential, and with a colourful flick of the wrist, it didn't take long for Sarah to tempt some buyers from her varied client base. The two chairs sold to the Pack House, a vintage and antique store in Surrey. And the plant stand was bought by River from 6th Link, a vintage and retro retailer in Shropshire.
I think I've got a client in mind for this one. A friend who I used to go to school with, she's just opened up a florist in Ireland. I think this piece is going straight to her.
Now Sarah is en route to Barry's to hand over some cash.
Hi there, Barry.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm really well. Lovely to see you again.
You've must meet you again.
And you, and you. Now, you were being a really helpful relative when I last saw you.
That's right, yes.
Did you wonder what might happen when I took away your old Urkel chairs and your plant stand?
I'm still actually wondering what's going to happen to them.
Well, I thought they were lovely. They were really stylish, and they were something that I worked on. So I've got some pictures here to show you what I've done with them. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Your chairs and your plant stand now look like that.
Wow, that's really stunning.
Basically, I've given them a fresh, new look, some copper tips to their legs, and I've planted up the plant stand so it looks decorative. What do you think to that?
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, that's actually more than I anticipated.
I have managed to sell them, and I've got 115 quid for you.
Well, thank you very much. That's actually... I'm stunned. Thank you.
What might you do with £115 that you weren't expecting?
We've got a holiday coming up, so I'd probably go towards that.
Well, that's fantastic. I loved working on your chairs. I hope you have a great time on holiday. Really good to catch up.
Yeah, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Sarah spent £10 working her magic on the chairs and plant stand. They were all sold for £125, with the £115 profit going towards a holiday for Barry. In Manchester, Mark is giving his robot a once-over before Sarah arrives.
Although it's not exactly what we discussed, I hope she still likes it. He's quite a beast, but he's quite handsome. So, yeah, hope she likes it.
Well, I'm back in Manchester to find what kind of magic Mark has been able to work on my skip bits. I'm hoping to meet a lovely new robot.
When Sarah picked up this little basket of rubbish, she hoped that Mark could turn it into something unique. And Mark certainly has delivered. Feet made from lampshades, arms made from cooking utensils from the 1940s, rubber from a car suspension, all put together with imagination and skill, resulting not just in a robot, but in a personality. I wonder what the little guy's called.
Hi, Mark. Oh, wow, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. This is Smurf Tickler.
Smurf Tickler, my friends, is a robot who tickles little blue Smurfs. And I kinda like him.
I love Smurf Tickler. He's amazing, look at that.
Originally, I built him on this wooden box.
Right.
But it was too thin, so the head's quite wide.
Yeah.
So depth-wise, it didn't work. So I found this baking tray. It was exactly the right size.
I love the way you combine things so it looks completely appropriate, because they feel like they're all of an era. There's something really cool about him. Yeah. Was he tricky?
He was tricky to build, yeah.
He may have been tricky to build, but that hasn't stopped Mark from including a little surprise.
There's a media player inside there, so he does something. He talks.
Does he?
Yes. I press play.
OK.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Sarah, hi.
That's a nice name. Mine's Smurf Tickler. Where do you come from?
Just near Chichester.
What do you like about where you come from?
The green fields, mainly.
That's wonderful.
That is just so funny. What a lovely idea to add that element to it. Will the person who buys it be able to programme their own stuff onto it? Is that possible?
There's a media player inside there.
Right.
And it's driven by a USB stick.
OK.
So you can put anything on that USB stick and it will show it on there and it'll play the audio out of the speaker as well.
I have to hand it to Mark. Not only has he delivered a unique robot, but by adding the opportunity for an owner to project photos, videos and messages on his little face, he has made it contemporary and, in turn, much more attractive to potential buyers.
That's wonderful.
I completely agree. It is wonderful.
He looks fantastic, and to have all that functionality is amazing. I left 150 quid, I think we chatted about. How's that worked out?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Thank you so much for taking on the small screen, because what you've created is truly one-off.
I'm with you, Sarah. Wonderfully original. All right, I'll stop now.
Well, Mark has done a fantastic job. I love Smurf Tickler. I wonder who's going to buy him.
At Walsaw Recycling Centre, the little tray of TVs and junk belonged to Jenny, who found Sarah's approach quite unexpected.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked she wanted it, but if she can use it, then fine. I couldn't think what she might do with it, but there you go.
Neither could I, Jenny. But then Mark added his imagination and this fabulous bot was born. Sarah made the robot available online, and it wasn't long before he was bought by a private collector. They grow up so fast. And now it's left to Sarah to visit Jenny in Burntwood, Staffordshire, to let her know what happened to her little tray of TVs and junk.
Hello there. Nice to see you again.
You're all right.
I'm very well. How are you?
Not so bad, thanks.
Chilly?
Just a little.
So did you wonder what I might do with your old TVs?
Well, yeah, I thought, what on earth is she going to do with those?
I took it to a guy in Manchester and I've got some pictures to show you what he did
Go
with
on,
it.
what's he done with them?
I hope you've got a sense of humour.
Oh, yeah.
OK, your TV now looks like this.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
Do you recognise it?
Yeah, I love it.
So your TV has been completely remade into a talking robot. What do you think to that?
I think when the grandchildren see that, they're going to laugh their heads off.
Well, I took some pictures of him and shared him over social media to see if anybody else fancied the look of him.
Wonderful.
And he's made you a little bit of profit.
Oh,
he
wonderful.
Has turned the old TV into a £50 profit.
Oh, thank you very much. That is welcome. Oh, well. What am I going to do with that, I wonder?
Yeah, well, go on then, tell me. What might you do with 50 quid?
Well, I've got to take it to my brother and see what he wants to do with it, because the telly was his.
Oh, well, I hope he finds a good use for it. It was a funny project to work on.
I bet it was. I bet it was.
Mark charged £150 to build the robot. Sarah sold him for £200, with the £50 profit going to Jenny. In Marlow, Neil has finished transforming the old sacks.
I'm looking forward to Sarah's arrival. I think I've done what she's after. I think she's going to be pleased. I think from turning something that was quite grotty into something that is far more high street.
I always get so excited when I come to see Neil because he is a brilliant bag maker, and I'm hoping those sad sacks that I left are now full of beans.
Sarah was asking a lot of Neil when she dropped off these old sacks. I have to admit, this is impressive. Neil has taken these old factory sacks, frayed, full of holes, ready to be dumped, and transformed them. Not only into bags, but bags for life. Curtains give it a soft yet durable lining. Pieces of sofa leather add more strength to the handles. And a layer of protective glaze adds more strength and shine, which brings it all together. Very impressive indeed.
Hi, Sarah. Come on in.
Thanks, how you doing?
I'm very well.
So,
Here we go. You've got 4 old bean sacks, and they're still old bean sacks.
They are old bean sacks, but they're beautiful.
Good.
I thought they'd be scrappy, I have to say. After what I left you, I mean, I so nearly passed these by. So they are lovely, aren't they?
They're still bean sacks. They've still got holes. They're still a bit fraying, but they've now got a lining from an old curtain. They've got leather handles. They've got brass fittings. I think they look quite nice now.
You are amazing.
I'm with you, Sarah. Great job, Neil.
And they scream reuse, don't they? So I think you should be really proud of yourself. They're lovely.
Well, it does show what you can reuse.
You said it, Neil. Not only that, he managed to stick to the £50 budget.
It was straightforward. Sewing-wise, it was just a couple of lines of sewing here and there, and you've got 4 shopping bags.
I think they're brilliant. Love the colour choices. I think you've done really well there.
For a 40-year-old sack, not bad.
Brilliant. Thanks. I shall take those away.
Go shopping.
Absolutely love shopping.
Go and get your turnips.
Well, look what he's done. He's literally snatched style from the jaws of a skip. What great work.
Well, I think that went rather well. From a bunch of old bean sacks that stayed looking essentially like a bunch of old bean sacks, she seemed very pleased.
As Punch, like the rest of us. The old sacks belonged to Martin and Annette, who weren't quite sure what to make of Sarah's approach.
We're surprised that Sarah wanted the sacks. I mean, they're interesting enough with the terminology on them and that, but what she's going to do with them, who knows?
What she did was bring them along to Neil, who got out his trusty sewing machine, and voila, job done. The bags were snapped up by Nick from online retailer Smithers of Stamford.
According to Neil, these are bags for life, and I don't think we're going to have any problem shifting these. I really think the ladies are going to love them.
And now it's left to Sarah to hand over the profit.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Annette. How are you doing?
Great, thank you.
And I was hoping to catch up with you and Martin, but Martin's away at the moment, isn't he?
He's away at sea, off Aberdeen.
What did you think when some strange woman came up and said, I want to take away those woodworm-filled dirty sacks?
Well, I thought you were absolutely crazy.
I've got some pictures to show you here. Do they look familiar there?
Oh, they do, yes.
Yeah. So I think in the end we managed to salvage 4 of the ones that were full of wood.
Yeah.
And here are your sacks now.
Oh, wow.
They are remodelled as shopping bags.
Ah, that's a very good idea.
So that's what he did with them. What do you reckon to that?
I think that's fantastic. We had no idea what on earth you would do with them, but that looks, at least that was something that was going straight in the tip and is now useful.
It is really useful, and I'm surprised to say, actually, I've got some money to hand over to you as well.
Oh, I'm surprised as well. I'm very surprised.
Look what I've got for you. I have got...
Wow.
I've got £70 here for you, for your old bags.
Whoa, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
What might you do with £70?
Well, I'll put it towards, I'm going to have my kitchen refurbished, so it will go towards that.
Fantastic. Well, who'd have thought it? It was really good to catch up. I hope Martin approves of what we did with them.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he
Brilliant.
will.
Lovely to see you again.
Right, thank you
Thank you so
very
much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Well, I absolutely love that, because that was a genuine surprise for Annette. She had no idea that those old sacks, they were actually money bags.
Neil charged £50 for the makeover. The bags were bought for £120, leaving a handsome £70 profit to go towards Martin and Annette's new kitchen. Sarah salvaged 3 items that were destined for the dump. Mark worked wonders making our robot. Neil bagged our respect with the printed sacks, and Sarah splashed colour on the chairs and the plant stand.
Well, sometimes it's a challenge trying to make money for nothing out of random tip items. But Mark and Neil did a fantastic job. They had an eclectic collection to start with, and they really nailed it.